Yes, please, you beautiful people. Welcome to the best morning of your life because it's Monday on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And look at these two beautiful souls I'm standing next to.
No, stop.
I mean, come on now. This is how we start the day, yeah?
Yes, that's the right encouragement that I need.
You look fantastic. Both of you look amazing. You're giving lots of energy here, which might be a lot for a person on a Monday morning. I get that. Half the world's on holiday, guys. It's school holidays. Hopefully you survived the start of that little crazy stanza for a lot of us parents. It's a bit of a nervy time. We got you covered, don't worry. And we're going to help you kickstart your week in just the right way. Positivity and purpose, baby.
I
love that. So we're going to start with a nice motivational message to set the right mindset, because you've got to be conscious of exactly that. And since it's Mental Health Awareness Month, we're also going to be diving into some of the conversations that are trending on TikTok in those spaces that seem to grab everyone's attention, but thankfully in the right ways now, reminding us to check in with ourselves and with each other. You guys okay?
I'm doing more than okay.
I think after today, though, we're going to be a little bit better. These are the conversations we need. Yeah.
That's true. Monday motivation coming in strong. And of course, today, it's never complete without great food right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So we're going to be doing chicken 3 ways. We know you had it for Sunday lunch yesterday, but listen to this. A fresh take on a Cobb salad, shredded buffalo chicken burgers, and then ending off with a pièce de résistance, a chicken and bacon breakfast burrito.
This is how I like my protein. Lots of it.
Lots of it.
I think the only way I like to enjoy it is with something that keeps the energy flowing. And I think if we had our protein and this superstar, I'm talking about Cape Town's own rising star, Nkosi Yamandebele. Now, this man is here to light up our stage with his unique sound and, of course, fill our vocal bellies with all the good stuff.
That.
Yeah, the cups are full, the bellies are full, the minds are full, the hearts are full. Everything is feel good this morning. We have got you sorted. In fact, we're going to have to do some kind of job this morning.
Oh, don't push me away. Come on, man.
And bring yourself firmly back down to earth with those news headlines in just a moment. And yes, we are going to touch on the sport. We were able to do it, I think, with a little bit of nervousness. We broached this weekend in the notion that the Springboks could make history yet again. Well, we've done it.
Oh, man, I was on the edge of my seat, and what an incredible game. But yes, we're going to bring you all this action. Obviously, G-Man is ecstatic by this smile, and you will be too. But official duties must commence, and then we're going to bring you even more magic. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Let's go.
Thank you so much, gents. It's just 2 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's get into your national news headlines, where a group of South Africans detained in Israel after joining a Gaza-bound aid flotilla are safe, healthy, and preparing to return home. Now, the Department of International Relations and Cooperation confirmed its specialist team met with the detainees at the Negev prison facility, overseeing procedures for their safe passage. Now, the South Africans were among international activists aboard vessels carrying humanitarian supplies to Gaza, intercepted by Israeli forces before reaching their destination. Diplomatic engagement continues to ensure their timely release as well as their safe return. In other South African news, the government has called on the public to remain vigilant, responsible, and digitally literate to ensure safety in the cyberspace. As part of Cybersecurity Awareness Month this month, government, in partnership with stakeholders across law enforcement, civil society, and the private sector, hosted a webinar on cybersecurity awareness and responsible online behavior. Now, the session highlighted the role of the National Cybersecurity Hub and warned about the growing prevalence of tender scams, investment scams, and online shopping fraud targeting citizens. In your international news making headlines, Peter Mutharika has been sworn in for a second term as Malawi's president, pledging to root out government corruption and revive the ailing economy. Now, the 85-year-old won over 56% of votes, defeating outgoing President Lazarus Chakwera. Mutharika acknowledged the country's economic challenges, including acute food shortages, high borrowing, and fuel scarcity, and promised tough decisions to address them. Now, he also appealed to international partners for investment and support, signaling a determination to rebuild the nation and implement reforms to improve the living conditions of citizens. Meanwhile, Pope Leo urged the world's 1.4 billion Catholics to show compassion and welcome immigrants during a mass at St. Peter's Square. Now, he stressed that migrants should not face indifference or discrimination and called on the faithful to be a presence of consolation as well as hope for those seeking safety. Now, the Pope highlighted that welcoming migrants enriches communities and renews the Church's mission, framing hospitality and solidarity as a core responsibility. Now, his message follows recent criticism of hardline immigration policies, reaffirming the Church's stance on migrant protection and human dignity. And finally, in entertainment news this morning, South African, or at least country legend, Dolly Parton has postponed her Las Vegas concerts to focus on her health. Now, the 79-year-old says her doctors have advised a few procedures, joking it's time for a 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not the usual trip to see her plastic surgeon. Now, her December 2025 Dolly Live in Las Vegas shows at Caesars Palace will take place in September 2026. The tickets will be valid for the new dates, but fans can still request a refund. Now, ever the optimist, Dolly assured fans she's far from quitting, continuing work from Nashville while she recharges to return in full sparkle and, of course, in perfect health. Well, we wish her all the best on a road to recovery, but that is where we leave your news for 6 o'clock. Time now for those sporting updates and definitely a lot of highlights there. Let's get into it.
Yes, because she loves her sport, and what a weekend to love sport. South Africa clinching a second straight rugby championship crown with a tense 29-27 win over Argentina at a packed Twickenham over the weekend. Kobus, Reinach, Malcolm Marx scoring 2 tries each as the Boks overcame a pretty slow start and then a late Pumas fight back. Then earlier in the day, New Zealand beat Australia 28-14 in Perth to briefly top the standings before the Springboks sealed the deal. Now let's get into cricket. In England absolutely thrashed South Africa by 10 wickets in their Women's World Cup opener in Guwahati, dismissing the Proteas for just 69. Not a great start. Left-arm spinner Lindsay Smith starring with 3 for 7 before Amy Jones and then Tammy Beaumont sealed victory inside 15 overs. A day that skipper Laura Wolfart will want to forget. She admitted that her side's batting did collapse and promised the team would bounce back, as we've seen them do many, many times before. Now, let's stay in the locale, but shift gears slightly as Mikel Arteta marked his 300th game as Arsenal manager with a dominant 2-0 win over West Ham, sending the Gunners now top of the Premier League table. Manchester United, they eased past Sunderland 2-0, while champions Liverpool, they slumped to a third straight defeat at Estavao Williams' stoppage time strike, sealing Chelsea's dramatic 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge. Absolute thriller, that one. Now, staying with footballing news, Knox Mutizwa's brace-fied Richards Bay to a 4-1 win over Chippa United. That was in the Carling knockout last 16 stage. Then Stellenbosch just edged out Kaizer Chiefs 5-4 on penalties. That was after a goalless draw. While defending champions Magesi, they beat AmaZulu 3-2 thanks to a later own goal just to break hearts there. All 3 sides sealing spots in the quarterfinals as a result. Good luck and well done. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We're going to delve a little deeper into this incredible Springbok performance this weekend. But on the foot of a holiday week for many, let's find out if the weather is going to play along.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, it's quite weird because yesterday I was surfing and today it looks like there's a storm coming because the South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for today, starting with a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, which is in effect for Gauteng and parts of Mpumalanga's Highveld and the escarpment, with risks of hail, flooding and slippery roads. Now, damaging interior winds are also expected over the eastern Free State and the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, while coastal regions face rough seas with damaging waves all the way from Sultana Bay to East London. On top of this, there's also extremely high fire danger conditions, which have been forecast for the northeast and northern Cape and the western parts of the northwest. Well, it is looking like the weather's a little bit crazy, but let's elevate the mood a bit with this one. All the way from Alberton, Louise Cherry has come through and given us an absolutely beautiful sunrise view. Check this one out. It looks spectacular. And what a moment as well, just catching that plane just whiz through as that sun just does its little ping and shows us its promise of the day. I love everything about it. Even got the drama of the clouds. We've got some foreground shadowing here. Wow, Luis here is stepping it up. Someone's been doing some photography classes, I think, or maybe you just got lucky. One way or the other, it's an absolute winner and we love it. So thank you so much for sending this one through. The number is 0630369649. Let's see if you can top this one because wow. For now, though, let's see if you'll be wowed by the temperatures you can expect for the day. Enjoy.
that might be a fact. No, we know Louise and we trust Louise.
moment, eh?
She's spectacular. So she obviously had a great weekend.
Clearly, yeah.
And I'm hoping you guys had an amazing weekend. I made a Christmas bed and we did not move from the Christmas bed the whole weekend.
Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
my
What is a
word.
Christmas bed? You're going to have to elaborate.
What? It's amazing.
Oh,
you
come on,
need
it's-
to do this, seeing that you failed your promise this past weekend.
Oh, I did fail my
Yeah,
promise.
listen to this.
I said I was doing nothing and I got up to a lot.
Did you do a lot?
Apologies.
Are you the reason why we have to have a weekend highlight
think
slot
it's
right now?
solely me.
I
But
like
what's a
that for you.
Christmas bed before I
You
get
put
into it?
all the bedding you own in your house on the floor of the lounge and you make one big Christmas bed.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I think they arrived at the bed and they were like, what can we call this? And it feels like Christmas.
feels
And
like
that's what it is. It works on Christmas beautifully.
Oh, that's perfect.
But
so
yeah, and obviously so
sweet.
much sport to take in. So I had quite a nuclear because Friday was so out there with the
Yeah.
birthday messages. So thank you so much.
Oh, that was
thank you. The amount of people who have stopped me to tell me how old I am now has been just so wonderful and gratifying. But we did give the proof on
We
Friday.
did.
Tripping on how much better this guy looks as he gets
That's
older.
my
It's the
thing.
weirdest thing. We're-
Okay,
Aging
from now on,
like
lead
fine
with that.
wine.
From now on, lead with that if you're going to stop me this week. But I had an
Oh,
absolute
man.
blast. But what did you get up
All
to in
right,
your
so
very busy
I
weekend?
did promise Raul that I wasn't going to be doing
Yes, so
much.
let's hear what-
and then I ended up doing just a little bit. No, on Saturday morning, I went out to a friend. She's having a baby soon, so we are starting to organize the baby shower. And then from then I said, I'm out, so I might as well continue, you know?
Fair game.
Ended up at the market, Old Biscuit Mill, absolutely stunning. There's a DJ, there's food from all around the world. We're talking sheep's head, it's South African food in
Authentic.
particular, real good stuff. Chicken feed, like we went in, samp and beans, pub.
You know what? I'm
It was
moving
good.
because I can just feel the beats. I can
know,
feel the
like,
beats of the market. I can just feel myself wandering
End up with something
around.
sweet as well.
Well
And then
done.
from there, I saw K-Easy had put in our group at work at radio that, hey guys, I'm having an event. I thought, well, I'm out already.
Exactly.
So I might as well. So
Rubber
I ended up-
arms. You have rubber arms.
What
Have
are
you heard
rubber
that saying? It's like when someone tries to convince you to do something and then they're like,
I don't
if
need
you've
much
got rubber
convincing.
arms, it's like I can bend your arm easily.
I can twist it around
Yeah.
9 times.
Twist my whole arm. Festive is coming, and this is preparation. So Celeste was there, Pete and Smith was there, K-Easy was there, and it was just a fantastic time. Sam Will DJ'd as well, and he was fantastic. It was like a mix of hip hop, then amapiano, a little bit of kwaito, as well. Like it was just a fantastic time at Unplugged. And
weekend.
then yesterday I recovered, obviously.
Did you though?
If that's a relaxing weekend for you, I would love to
We'll
know
see it around
a wild
7:30
one.
this morning whether she has recovered or not. But yeah, I
How
would
you
imagine.
balanced it out?
No, I had a little bit of balance. So obviously we've got an incredible show airing today, My Design Rules, happening at 7 p.m. today. Yeah. So we had to work through the weekend, and I had a crazy moment on Friday. We were hustling in the last minutes of prepping it together. She had a funny moment. You know, cameraman Dale. He was working behind a desk for the first time.
I've never seen him standing still before. I've
I know.
only ever intersected while he's moving.
He's
at
even,
great pace.
he's even wearing shoes. They forced him to wear shoes on site.
Never.
He never wears shoes, guys. This is the guy that gets all the golden shots for us, and he was really struggling behind the scenes. So that's Friday.
I think you photoshopped those shoes. I've never seen him in shoes ever, bro.
Bro, and then Saturday was so weird. I was on like babysitting duties. So myself and Miles' brother were just babysitting, and we played Xbox all day. Like Call of Duty. I was back in my zone. It was so much fun, actually. Yeah.
I don't think that's called babysitting. I think that's just playing.
It was like, it was just my friend was over, yeah. So I didn't
Who was
complain
the
about that. Yeah, it was me.
Exactly.
But Sunday was perfect. I got time to spend with my wife again, and these have been rare moments because I've been so busy. And we got a chance to get out into the ocean. So got to the ocean. It was a perfect day yesterday at Musie's. We had a little bit of fun with a couple of us. This was Colton, my other buddy over here. And then I even sent, I don't know if there's audio on this, but like the next one when I got to the back line, I even like shared a message specifically for our Expresso family. So I'm not sure if we can hear the audio on this one, but I got some awesome waves. I had a lot of fun, and it was just like real soul-filling stuff. So compare this weather right now, which was yesterday, to today in Cape Town. It's a complete polarity.
Is this the big board, eh?
Yeah, this is the big 10-foot, bro. The waves were like 1 to 2 feet, so the 10-foot board allows me to just walk around and dance a bit.
Man.
Almost hung a little fiver there with the toes, but man, it was just fun to be out there, have a great moment in the back line. It was like therapy for me. So
You make it look so easy, and then we step on those boards and we barely can get out.
That's
That's why
taken
they
years.
invented 10-foot boards. Okay.
yeah, you need a bigger board, clearly. That's
Fair
the
enough.
secret.
But bearing in mind, our friend here is a bit of a freak, eh, with
Okay.
most things like that, so just take it
Born
with a
an
pinch of
athlete.
salt.
Born in the water, yeah. So
Exactly.
It's a bit easier.
One day I'll join you.
Yes, please.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for that.
Did you watch the rugby?
Guys.
I did.
Of course, man.
It was
Hey,
a nail-biting one for sure.
I was a bit nervous, to be honest. Not about you. I didn't feel that
I think the
comfortable.
players were nervous on the field.
That first half?
Oh, it was incredible. We're going to try to come to terms with it emotionally. Also intellectually, I think people are beginning to understand Russia has changed the game. And this is one of those markers, an anchor in world rugby history that is going to send a very scary message ahead of the next World Cup. We're going to delve into all of the weekend action as it played out. And yes, double championship winners. Oof. We'll find out how they did it after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and if you haven't heard it already, good morning, because it is a choice. You can make a choice right now to make it better, at least. Can you believe this might not help? There are only 13 Mondays left in 2025. Tick-tock. Wow. So let's make them count. What's that one goal that you are determined to smash before the year ends?
That's a great question, Gray.
I'm not putting it to you. I'm putting it to all the viewers. You can send us a voice note, 063-036-9649. No, but you know I'm going to put it to you.
Okay,
you know I'm going to do it.
I think for me, it is definitely some fitness goals. And I've been
Even
relatively, well, you know, I was eating better, but now I'm actually working out. And I've been pretty consistent, like going to classes every day in gym. Every time I post something, people are like, where do you find the time? And that's the thing.
You make it.
You make the time. And so I'm learning this, just carving out a moment for myself, because you never regret working out.
Maybe therein lies the secret. It's not about that big, the top of the mountain. It's about the next step that's right in front of you.
like that.
Maybe that's the big challenge. It's not the big challenge. It's the little challenges that
Incremental
get you
steps
there.
along the way. Exactly.
I like it. What do you tell yourself when you're not feeling like going into that space?
Do you know what? I have this thing where I'm like, you brush your teeth even though you don't always want to. You shower in the morning even though you don't always want to. And working out should be kind of in that same category of things you have to do.
I like that. Just shift your baseline.
Exactly. It doesn't even have to be something intense. It's just about moving your body, you know? Although I have been
Dance.
sweating quite a little bit.
You can dance a little bit. I've had some really big goals that I've been working to for a very long time starting to come into focus. I can't talk too much about these things, but just great. It's great to be back in that position where I'm not speaking to big principles in my life.
Yeah.
It's quite nuanced. It's stuff that I've been working on for a long time. So I've got that. But I think underpinning all of that, I've got to maintain this. The thing that is bringing stuff to me at the moment is the sense of deep gratitude.
Yeah.
Not selfish gratitude or self-orientated gratitude, but a gratitude that speaks to, I understand why things are working out in the way they are, and I'm grateful for that I can handle this, that I'm the person that's been charged with this.
Right.
Be grateful on a fundamental level,
Yeah.
and it's amazing how things shift. And you can do it for yourself today.
You're in a good
Come
season,
on.
Gray. I love this for you.
It really is a good season, and you can control this season of your life, but you've got to get active and you've got to be proactive about it.
Thank you so much. Please let us know your messages, Monday Motivation, all the way around on our WhatsApp line. Send a voice note if you feel incredibly encouraging this morning. We would love to take that on. And then, of course, at Expresso Show is where you find us. And then there is somebody that's really getting...
He did it to himself, okay? You can't be running around as a world champion doing these sorts of silly things and not be the fitness guy. It is so good to have Ryle back in studio. Happy first Monday of the month. Hopefully that's inspired you to see things slightly differently. This is our motivational video of the day. Let's take a look. Hopefully this will inspire you today.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Well, it's inspirational, okay? Get moving. I think people forget about the life hack that is move your feet.
Do
But
it,
it's got to
do
start
it.
with you.
I love that. Do it tired, do it angry, do it mad, do it happy.
Completely.
The point is just do it at the end of the day.
Yeah, like brushing your teeth. I like it. Well, some people do it so easily. It is kind of like brushing their teeth. So we brought in someone who's hopefully going to push him this morning. No, it's a Monday. Go easy, please.
Yeah, and we're going to do it because it's Monday. The Mondays are setting the tone, especially for the weekend. Today, we're going to be hitting the ground running with energy, intent, and positivity. That's the energy. Can you feel it? Yeah, absorb that right now, because in person and online, we have a personal trainer, Ethan Turk, who is here to help you shake off the weekend and step into the new week feeling strong, focused, and definitely ready to conquer whatever comes your way. So get ready to move, breathe, and start this Monday on the right note. Ethan, good morning. How you doing, bro?
Good, no complaints,
It's good to have you back. This is like your second time here, so you're starting to become like family, man. And we appreciate that, especially an opportunity to move, get the endorphins flowing. What do you got prepared for us this morning?
Well, we're going to leave the weights for a second, and we're going to start with a nice little body weight exercise, just to kind of get us going.
Cool.
This is something that I've deemed kind of like a deconstructed burpee.
Oh, wow, okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So burpee for a lot of people is very difficult. Nobody likes jumping. Everybody's knees get sore, their back gets sore, all of that kind of thing. So
Joint
what we're
health.
going to do is we're going to start going down here. We're going to shoulder tap, and then we're going to come back up.
Oh, that's quite cool. Is there a little bit of core action there
A little
as
bit of
well,
core,
stability?
a little bit of arms, a little bit of everything.
Nice. For Monday morning, Mzansi, you can join in on this one. This is not too bad. All right, so pajamas or not, it doesn't matter. Let's get going. I mean,
Let's do it. We're going to do 10.
Wow, okay, let's go, man.
Here we go.
Right, so stepping down,
Shoulder touch,
shoulder touch.
back up.
Oh, nice. This is quite
Full
cool.
extension all the way back up. Touch, touch.
Feeling a bit of
there's
like
two.
Mobility coming through here as well. This is quite a nice
definitely. When you're going all the way down like that to meet your hands down, you're working on your mobility there.
one. Yes. Some shoulder health coming through as well with that stabilization, getting some footwork in. Obviously, the core is working overtime too.
Yeah.
But this is also like a nice warm-up exercise. Feels like
Very
most
good
of the body's being used.
Yeah, very good warm-up exercise.
Coming through with the goods, Ethan.
Yeah.
Nice, man. I
Right.
know, like, a lot of Mzansi right now is also feeling some of the weather. There's storms coming through. It's
Yeah.
getting quite cold. So this is a perfect opportunity to warm yourself up for the week.
There we go.
Oh, nice.
Very good start, eh?
Yeah, I'm feeling
Good
ready.
start.
What's next, bro?
Good start. Okay. So now we're going to take the weights.
Okay.
Okay, if you don't have weights, then that's okay.
Water bottles, bro. They always work.
Water bottles
fill up
work.
Some water bottles or something crazy.
Anything can work.
Some rocks from outside.
Right, so now we're going to squat down. We're going to come back up into a bicep curl and a shoulder press.
Sure, you have nice range in your squat, bro. Very impressive. All the way in the bucket.
All the
All
way-
right, so we
all
go
the way
down for a
down.
squat.
All the way down, bicep curl,
Bicep curl. Ah.
and then into shoulder press.
And then bicep curl back down.
Yeah, and then all the way back down. So we're working
Everything else. I'm like trying to think, like,
bit.
what are we not working here? So let's start from the bottom, right? So we're definitely working like our legs.
Yeah, so you got your quads involved, you got your hamstrings involved, your glutes,
Some lower back as well.
lower back definitely.
And
always
then we move
going
up,
in there.
obviously core is always being utilized here. Then we got some bicep action.
Yep.
Yeah, a little bit of like shoulder work as
And
well.
the shoulders, yeah.
Upper body stabilization, bro. This is proper. Just maybe like the only thing missing here is like chest. So this and push-ups and you're sorted.
Yeah, this and push-ups, then we're fine.
Oh, nice, man. And I like how you're keeping your back so like neutral and straight on your squat. You just came here to show off, eh?
I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this for a while. All right,
that's awesome.
that's fine.
Ooh,
That's
these are
fine,
nice,
that's
dude. I
fine.
love the full body action. It's like the best bang for your buck. You can really feel it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do more of a push-up one.
Ah, the chest coming in, nice.
Chest is coming in now. Okay, so we're gonna go into a push-up position. Then we're gonna touch here, and then push up.
Naughty, spicy. Okay, let's try that out, right? So we go, right,
Left and down.
oh yeah, okay,
Right,
okay.
left and down.
Forcing my core to stay engaged here.
Yeah.
Whew. And that almost makes it like more stimulating on the shoulders as well in that like position that you're holding.
Just these little touches makes your body work.
Yeah,
Times harder. How many more you got in you?
Ah, bro, just whatever you want out of it. It's Monday, I'm here for it. I want all the energy.
Okay, three more push-ups. So
Let's
that's one.
go, bro. Yeah, two more.
Two.
Let's finish off strong.
There we go. There we go.
Ah, feeling powerful, bro. I love these. You got anything else for us? Is that it, man? That was a
I
perfect trio, I must say.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Bro,
just,
I think leave it at that because that was just perfection, man. I feel like my entire body's stimulated. Talk to me about how many sets you would do of these rep-wise. Keep it the same.
So normally I would say everything that you do would be 4 sets of 12
Yeah.
when you're doing body weight or lightweight exercises. So yeah, just keep it at that. Otherwise, I mean, if you can't do 4 sets of 12, you can do however many you want. Just get started, you know?
Otherwise, find this man online because he's got some great tips. And I'm pretty sure I can put him on the spot and ask him a question like, what would you do for a warm down after a workout like that? A cool down?
Warm down, that's when you're working like mainly your stretches and all of that kind of stuff.
yeah.
So you can,
Oh, nice.
all we're gonna do is just, everything that we do is just dynamic.
Smart, man. Okay.
So nothing we do is gonna be like doing this. Don't do that.
So maybe explain to Mzansi the difference between that. So that's like a static stretch, right?
Yeah, so this is a static stretch where you're holding there. There's a very high chance that you can start kind of feeling a pull or whatever. So if we just keep it dynamic, you'll see after a while,
Your range.
gets better,
Yeah,
better,
I can feel it,
and
man.
better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, so we're ripping our mobility out here. This is an awesome way to get moving, to kind of increase that elasticity, but the integrity of the fascia as well.
Yeah.
So Ethan, bro, you should stay. I love you, man. That was absolutely perfect. I can't think of a better way to start Monday. And look where we are, on the floor, because we're working out. And this is what you need, nothing else other than a floor, maybe some small weights or something crazy. But that is a great way to start your Monday. If you want to get more motivation, then reach out to Ethan online. He's got a plethora of skills that he can share with you and get you leveled up for your Monday. But I think after that, I'm feeling good, brother. Thank you so much for that. We have promised you, obviously, a lot of action. And this weekend, it was a stellar opportunity to make history. We're talking about the Springboks. And it looks like Adrian End is in the building, so we definitely go and talk about that. And you don't want to go anywhere, man. Zanzi, it's going to get celebratory.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's okay. Everything's okay. We did it. We actually won the match, okay? Let's talk a little rugger. And yes, they did make it far more dramatic than it needed to be. But in the end, Siya Kolisi's men stood tall under a lot of pressure. The Springboks are now once again Rugby Championship winners. And for the first time in history, they've gone back-to-back. I'm so glad I'm saying his name. Cobus Reinach's brilliance, Malcolm Marx's power and brilliance. And then a nervy final quarter made for an unforgettable night at Twickenham. And the Saffers showed up as well, which was great. Joining us to unpack all the drama, Adrian Edley, sports presenter at Good Hope FM, and Setu Time, rugby commentator and content creator. I'm guessing you got some good content from this weekend, Brother Bear.
100%.
So much hope going into the weekend because we knew what was at stake. To make history, this team, it's kind of in their DNA to use that cliche. I love the fact that they could win ugly.
Yeah, listen, like just what we spoke about now, win is a win. You know, whether it's a 1 point, a 2 point win, we've got the back-to-back rugby championship, back-to-back rugby World Cup. We can might as well call ourselves Bok to Bok.
I like it. Put it on a t-shirt, please.
100%.
We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but there are moments where you do need to mark because this spells a shift in world rugby.
Yeah.
But there's still space for the old gents. Talk to me about the impact of Cobus Reinach. Can you not pick him for the year-end tour? I mean, Rusty's in a good place right now.
I mean, we've been saying this all year. Rassie has a lot of good problems on his hands. It's just so, like, the depth that we have in our squads is just immense. And I think, look, Reinach has definitely put himself back in contention. I think we were talking before this about Grant Williams being the 9. Obviously, like, he's going to be our starting 9. I think the sort of Bok philosophy is there is no set. Rassie likes to sort of play around, likes to rotate in and out, especially bring someone off the bench.
Yeah.
I think Reinach's definitely cemented himself in that 23, whether he'll be starting coming off the bench. But he's definitely now in the conversation.
Is he the clutch 23?
That's the thing. I've enjoyed seeing him coming off the bench as well, but seeing him start, especially these last 2 matches, he's been brilliant. So I think he's in there. I think he is our starting 9 for now.
Yeah.
He's got 3 teams that he can lean into now in accordance with what's required, which is absolutely brilliant. But we've got to mark this moment because we've been talking about Russie's impact on world game, what he's done by kind of bridging the northern-southern hemisphere gap and what's that's done for Springbok rugby and for our local franchises. Absolutely brilliant. But this is kind of one for Russie. Back-to-back.
Sure.
This is going to go on his honours list. Why is this such a big thing in the context of world rugby right now?
Well, apart from the video that he posted yesterday, I woke up this morning feeling like a champion. Yeah, no, I think right now he's very innovative, Rusty Erasmus. And you see with world rugby trying to change the laws.
Rein him in.
Yeah, just making sure that players don't play more than 50 games, 30 games in a year. So you can just see that world rugby is trying to change rules based on how Rusty is just ahead of the rest of the coaching around the world. So for him, he knows that he's got the special group of players, even those that are coming in already, like Sasha, who I'm happy with how he performed on Saturday, as well as even the old dogs just being more like consistent in their performances. I mean, they are tired, but just like those dogs just don't know how to lose.
And strong at just the right time in building up. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves and talk about the World Cup. Let's just talk about the year-end tour. How good is this team for this prospect now? Being able to reignite the flames of competition with France. How excited are you now about this year-end tour?
No, I'm very excited. I think, especially looking at this year's Rugby Championship, it was probably the most competitive one we've had in a while. So this has given us really good sort of training for this year in tour now.
Sure.
And we just know the French are hungry to beat us. They are always frothing. The Irish are looking at us. Everyone in the north is looking at us. They want to beat us. And I think we've sort of given ourselves the best possible start to this tour right now.
And I think the Rugby Championship was that. It was to fine-tune, to sharpen the edge of the blade. So it kind of feels like the rest of the Southern Hemisphere has been reminded of the power of this tournament. When we look at this squad, and we are saying it's a great problem to have for Russie but he is going to have to make that choice. So who is looking like the top guns? Who impressed you? Obviously, Sasha, phenomenal last week, backed it up with a solid performance over the weekend. Who has really put their hand up, do you think, in this stand?
No, look, I'm with Cobus Reinach. He's aging like fire now, and at 35 years of age, the oldest scrum half we've got in the team, and the way he's playing right now, just going back quickly to Chasing the Sun too, if you remember that segment where he was very disappointed not being picked in the final, you could just see that disappointment starting the quarterfinals against France, starting against England in the semi-finals, and then we mattered the most in the final. He gets put on the bench. So I think now that performance...
Him and Rassie must have an agreement.
He's got something, an agreement there that we don't know about. But I mean, Reinach, what a player, what a sensation. Many people thought that he's like third in the picking order, but his performances of late, no ways, he deserves the number one.
And it's crazy, and you've got then two or three in the lane for almost every single position. When we look at that back line, I'm so glad that for me, Damian Willemse has stood up and has the always believed, but he's given the agency now maybe to express himself. So he, for me, has been the find bar none, or had the opportunity. For you in that back line, what makes you most excited about how this is clicking now?
I think also looking at Kane and Moody coming in as well, sort of pairing up with Damian Dialendi. I'm very excited for that prospect. I don't know what that means for the Jesse Creel Dialendi partnership. That has carried us
just
for
another
a while.
option, man. It's just
Again,
another option.
A great problem to have. But one thing that makes me really happy is that I think we've definitely cemented our number 8 jersey. Like Jasper Visser showing up. We really missed him when he was off for those 2 matches. He was suspended. These last three matches now he's played. Showed his class. I'm very confident with our 6, 7, 8, having Sia, having Peter Steff, having Jasper Visser in that.
I still maintain Peter Steff was, and will always be the best rugby player in the world. He just plays on an absolute another level at the moment. But I almost don't want to talk about the forwards because there are so many young guns knocking on the door. I feel like I'm going to have to say goodbye to 1 or 2 names and guys that I know and absolutely love. But again, what a problem to have. I've got to say for this team, congratulations. Back-to-back Rugby Championship champions for the first time in history, man.
70,000 in Twickenham. One would have thought that's England versus Scotland, but nope. It's the Springboks versus Argentina. Great
I'm guessing there was no one in Wimbledon that day. There was absolutely no one in Wimbledon, okay? That's the only place South Africans can afford to live in, London. No, I love you. If you're a Safa and you showed up for the team, well done, because they showed up for us. Congratulations. World champions, Rugby Championship champions.
Come on.
What else can we add to the list? Well,
winners win now.
Hey, sports.
I'm so proud of our boys, man. Well, speaking about sports, we need you right now, Mzansi, to buckle up because the World Sports Betting cash-out game is about to take flight. So watch your winnings soar higher and even higher with every single second that you stay in. But here's the challenge. Will you cash out in time or let the plane take off with your prize?
Well, listen, we saw Iris Lowe walk away 4,007 Rand last Friday, and now you stand a chance to be this Friday's on-air pilot, where you could win between 1,000 and 10,000 Rand. Yes, that's if you cash out in time. Now, to enter, you simply have to reply to the competition post on the Expresso social pages and tell us the following. Would you rather play it safe or risk it all for the jackpot? Well, if you've got an answer, tell us why, and you might just be the one stepping up to claim some moolah.
Oh, that sounds good to me. So don't forget to hashtag World Sports Betting in your comments. Now, this week's competition closes at 10 a.m. on Thursday, the 9th of October. And of course, T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. So we've ticked the box of sports.
We have.
Let's tick the box of entertainment. We've got an incredible individual coming on through, I must say, Cape Town's finest. Hip-hop is alive and well, and we can't wait to welcome him. I mean, look at him. Nkosi Ndebele is here looking the part as well, and we can't wait to just get down and groove on this Monday.
And we also promise you lots of protein in the form of chicken. 3 ways, and the first one's coming at you after this. So, Mzansi, I hope you're ready, I hope you're hungry, because chicken cop salad is next.
Ooh.
Yum!
Oh, you can make my day.
South Africa, it's time to fuel your wanderlust because Shell is giving you and a partner of your choice the chance to win the ultimate South African road trip experience.
That's right. With Shell V-Power, 5 lucky couples will win a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experience. And entering couldn't be easier. Simply spend 750 Rand or more, tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month, and you're in the running.
Oh, so please start those engines and let Shell V-Power take you places you'll never forget. T's and C's apply. Find them all at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Monday's about to get interesting, and especially if you're dealing with some issues, because October marks Mental Health Awareness Month in South Africa. And obviously with TikTok, it is buzzing with powerful, creative content that's reshaping how people talk about emotional well-being. And are we talking everything from cozy self-care rituals to bold conversations about anxiety and trauma? Now, creators are using the platform to normalize mental health struggles and share some tools for healing. And I think it's something that we could all do with, right?
I like that there's a solution at the end of the day.
not just
We're
here's
not
the problem,
sitting here.
and that's that.
I love that. Well, right now we do have SADC's Healthline there, so please take that number down. They're available 24 hours in all 11 official languages in case you do just need a helping hand. But right now, let's shine a spotlight on Tabani Gwala, known on social media as Action Maluleka. And he's leading one of South Africa's most inspiring grassroots mental health movements. Now, it's called Walking for Healing, and his story is a powerful example of how physical movement can become a form of emotional recovery and public advocacy. Now, after nearly taking his own life in 2023 due to rejection in the arts industry, Gwala began walking as a way to heal from both depression and anxiety. Look at that.
Oh man, this is a powerful story. And I know that his first journey was a 10-day walk from Umlazi to Johannesburg. And since then, he's walked Johannesburg to Cape Town and Johannesburg to Durban, which is just a few to mention right now. And clearly, you can see from these videos how engaging and how raw and real it is. And this is why they have sparked conversations about mental health, especially amongst young men. He hosts live streams during walks, engaging with viewers in real time, offering words of encouragement. So he's thought a little bit about it. So let's take a look at a message sent from one of his fans.
What up, everybody? This is the AVD right here in the building. Look, I just want to take this moment and say shout out to my boy, Action King. You're doing way more than the mind can do, King, especially you too, most of us. King, I just want to say I appreciate you, man, for this work that you've been doing. I'm just giving you a holla. I said, we with you right here behind Spirit, and you love you, never give up, King. I know depression is real. I've been with you. I spent a lot of time with you. One of the greatest, one of the goodest pioneers that I've met in this whole world. And I appreciate you, man, your energy, your spirit, your focus. Look, King, don't let nobody distract you. What's not real, it's what you don't think about it. What's real, it's who you are. Remember that. King, I love you so much. Take care, man. One love.
Oh, I love to see the brotherhood so strong. I actually saw on TikTok in particular a quote that said, "Depression hates a moving target." And I was like, oh, that's just reframed so much for me. Get moving. Yeah, get going. And Tabani clearly is an example of that. And right now he set his eye on a goal to come 2026 to walk from Cape to Cairo, not just across the continent, but to ignite a movement. And with the support of many behind him, each step will echo with purpose, of course, with unity and with the power of a dream pursued.
Sure, this is awesome. I love this conversation. I love how the brotherhood is coming together to share those words of inspiration. But hopefully we can inspire you with another one. Talking about Melissa Ross, better known as Pilot on the Gram. Now, her journey began with sharing her experiences in aviation and a field where women are significantly underrepresented. And her content quickly gained traction, not just for showcasing her career, but for her openness about the emotional challenges she faced in a male-dominated industry. And she's spoken candidly about resilience, self-doubt, and the mental toll of breaking barriers. Melissa uses her platform to destigmatize mental health, especially amongst young people. Now, her story empowers young women and inspiring professionals to pursue unconventional careers while prioritizing emotional well-being.
She even went as far as to pledge for someone's aviation exam. So speak about paying it forward, man. Melissa's faced gender bias and skepticism throughout her career, often hearing, you can't do that, simply because she's a woman in a traditionally male space. So instead of backing down, she used instead these challenges to fuel her resilience and prove her capabilities, turning adversity into advocacy, which, I mean, props to you, Melissa.
Absolutely.
That is incredible.
And a reminder of something that there's nothing more powerful than a woman trying to prove you wrong.
Come on now.
And I think she used that fuel so purposefully and so intentfully for such a good cause to upskill, uplift herself. And I think also opening up a door for so many other women to say, hey, I did the hard work. Now you all need to come through and keep this coming. Keep it coming.
Talk to me nice.
Yeah.
But let's remember that taking care of your mind is just as vital as taking care of your body, whether it's through daily self-care or even reaching out to loved ones, very important, or simply pausing to just breathe. Every small step counts. And I love that you start the show off and just...
Yeah, man, that is the promise, the magic, the everything just flowing inside of you. And we get to celebrate it every day, right now even. So... yeah, feel that, celebrate it, and if you are feeling overwhelmed or just need someone to talk to, support is always available. Now, the South African Depression and Anxiety Group, SADAG, offers free confidential help 24/7. Our numbers on your screens right now, and no matter what language, they've got you covered.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, I'm so glad you mentioned that number. I've lent on the Depression and Anxiety Group many times in my life. They're a neutral base that you can speak to, connect to without judgment, and they will give you practical tools to move forward. So I like the fact that we're focused on movement. We want to focus on ourselves and giving ourselves the best platform to launch into the new week. And we're doing it with chicken 3 ways. Okay, I try to pump that up as much as I could. If you're a fan of all things spicy, saucy, and satisfying, these unbelievable combination of goodies is going to tick every single box. And yes, you might have a little bit of leftover chicken, not for much longer. We've got 3 delicious recipes. The first, probably the easiest. So I'm going to bring in my very capable culinary friend to help me put together our Cobb salad.
I just came here to eat chicken, bro. Come on.
We've got chicken every way. I know. We've got it 3 ways this morning, and I like this because sometimes there are a few little leftovers. This is how I think the Cobb salad was invented. A little bit of everything goes a long way. So basically, it's been explained to me, it's a chopped salad. That's it.
So after like a big weekend of like good chow, like a harvest table, the Cobb salad appeared.
Exactly. It was just there when they left. Everyone
like
else
the
came back.
through the ashes.
And it's colourful. Obviously, it looks fresh. It looks vibrant. I'm leaning into my veggies as my medicine at the moment in such a powerful way. It's helping me so much. So you can trust what your body says when it wants this. Go with that. And I think a lot of people on this Monday morning their bodies are screaming, let's go for something healthy and light and crunchy. So I'm on dressing duty.
Nice.
You are on compilation duty because we compile salads,
Perfect, man. And I love how you've included so many variations of protein. After my workout with Ethan this morning,
He did it all back, eh?
if you were involved in that one, get involved in this meal because you need protein after a workout like that. So I love the ingredients. So are you going to talk me through how you're putting that together?
I'm going to make the dressing now. So I'm going to give you a sandbox to play in there. You can create how you want.
I don't have to do it like the
That is
version.
the A-type personality.
that's not me, bro.
Offense, Tiff, but I think she likes things ordered. No, you can do it however you like, because some people like to have a little bit of everything. Some people like to go in each lane. It's up to you.
I'm thinking like pizza slices of all the layers. Let's see how this works.
I like that. Visually, of course.
What are you up to your side, bro?
Okay, so I've got the dressing, super simple, and you're probably going to have most of these in your kitchen. If anything, I would maybe even add some Dijon mustard. But if you don't have that, you can still craft a beautiful dressing just with your balsamic and your olive oil. So I've got some olive oil popping in. An olive oil, great from an anti-inflammatory, anti-everything.
Yeah.
It's like one of the superfoods at the moment. And then we've got a beautiful thick, look at this, balsamic. It's almost like a glaze.
It looks like a drizz.
Oh,
That's the word you got to use for that.
I was trying to explain to my son yesterday what globule meant. This little droplet of this globule of, there we go, balsamic, there we in the mix, and then we're going to grate just a little bit of garlic, mince it, grate it, get it in there, and There you've got kind of every flavor note ticked, a little bit of funk, a bit of depth to that flavor, but it's going to kind of let the salad shine. I think that is most important. Then we just...
I think it's probably the only thing that like really elevates a salad apart from the good ingredients, because there's a great load of texture here, but you need that like that liquid factor just to change the viscosity of a salad. Otherwise, it's just
We've
a
used some
crunchy.
big words, eh?
Yeah, I'm trying to like just elevate this thing, but generally like you kind of get to a point where you start to feel like a tortoise if you eat too much salad, because you're just like chawing through leaves, and having a dressing really like breaks that tortoise factor, bro.
Well, maybe here's a great introduction to salads for people who don't really like them, okay? The texture is vitally important. I think that's where a salad wins in the meal stakes, is that it gives you mouthfeel, it gives you crunch, it gives you something. But you need variety in that. And I think far too often, we make a salad purely for nutritional value and not for enjoyment. And then you have 3 or 4 salads that are just purely nutritionally driven, and then you're like, I don't really like salad. Create it based on your flavor profile and the stuff that you like. If you like eggs, get in there. If you like a bit of bacon, get in there. Create the flavor profile in there. And you don't have to break the bank and use a lot of protein. You just need, whatever your requisite amount is, but you can use the small little leftover bits of protein to add flavor, to add fat, to add texture.
And
come on.
You're right. Like, I think I've been doing that even. Like, I use my salad as the thing where I put all the stuff that I don't really enjoy in. So, like, I'll eat the salad and then get through that. But you can make it fun, and you should make it fun, I think.
And it's zhuzh, man.
Yeah.
You can kind of make it look restaurant quality just by adding, what, a little blue cheese
A little
on
blue
top.
cheese, and there you got your pizzazz. And what do you think of this pizza version? So I went completely against the script there.
I love it.
I thought, like, if you're going to dish this salad, you're going to come in from the side and go to the center, lift up, and then pop
I don't know what you're talking about. I ate out of the salad bowl yesterday because I absolutely love it. So we've got our dressing that can just be drizzled over once you've finished your final product. Maybe use your spoon there to add a few flavor notes. I like the fact that we've got the funk in the blue cheese, we've got the crisp and the super saltiness from the bacon, we've got all the beautiful nutrients coming through in our veggies. It's such a special dressing. I just wanted a tiny bit, just to make sure.
You're just making us yearn more of this.
I don't want to overload you with the flavor.
It's kind of like you're saying to your guests, like, listen, I know you like that, so if you want it, here's the recipe.
Yeah, you can buy
plugging
some
them.
at the front office. No, that's perfect. There are some strong flavors in here as well, so think about the balance when doing this as well. But if you like something, if you like some green peppers, if you like anything, throw it in there, man. You know what you like. And
this is pretty perfect,
lean
man.
into
Look
that.
at
Should we have a little taste of our done? No, I'm going to have a
I'm
taste
gonna have
of
a taste
yours,
of
actually.
ours, bro.
Let's
Come
grab
on,
some
we've earned
pottery
it.
in there, if we can.
There we go.
The gold spoons for the sirs this morning.
Right, so we don't have the ladle, the pizza ladle.
Okay, so I'm
Try
going
to get a bit of everything, dude, if you can.
a bit of bacon and blue cheese for the win.
Yeah, make sure you get some of that sauce
A
as
little
well.
bit of our chicken.
And then some green water. That's what I call lettuce.
Don't feel like you have to talk your way through your meal later when you yourself are eating.
It was the dressing, bro. Hands down. Oh, it brings it all together.
You see, that's why I made only a little bit, because it's so addictive.
Now one more.
Just got to slow down.
Man, has worked, dude. Well done.
Well done.
Yeah, nailed that. When the cheese and the bacon and the chicken all come together with the crunchiness of the cucumber, guys, go make this recipe, go entertain your guests. And this is one of 3 ways we're doing chicken, and it's just going to get better and better.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's Monday, and I think we've got a reason to make you feel good because you're going to have an opportunity to play big and win big this morning. Yeah,
You
it's
might
all
have
going
some
down.
blue cheese on it.
Bro, it's everywhere. I chowed that salad down. It's so good.
I literally have blue cheese all over my shirt
Thank
and
you.
everything. That's not the big news. The big news is you have double the opportunities to win. So let's get into our daily lotto today, a guaranteed 450,000 Rand. Then as the added bonus, we have got another guaranteed 150,000 Rand in our daily lotto plus. Play them both, win twice. I love that. So you can get your tickets in-store, go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, cell phone banking. You can dial *120 *7529# for all of those details, and you're on your way.
And as always, we put these details on our Expresso social media channels and pages, so you can go check it out right now and get yourself in the running to win lots of moolah today. Monday, you want to win lots of hundreds of thousands? Well, you know how to do it, and this could be a good day for you, but only if you play now. Good luck.
You can contemplate your winnings as we get into hour 2 of the show with the news headlines.
Just moments before we hit 7 o'clock. Thank you so much, gents. Let's get into your next bit of news. Now, we start out nationally, where a new political party, Unite for Change, was launched as Build One SA, led by Musi Maimane, the Good Party, led by Patricia de Lille, and Rise Mzansi, led by Songezo Zibi, officially joined forces to contest the 2026 local government elections. Now announced at a media briefing in Johannesburg in Rosebank yesterday, the party will contest the elections as a unified movement under, quote, one name, one platform, and one purpose. Now, the Founding Leaders Council pledge ethical leadership, service delivery, local economic recovery, safety, justice, and inclusive governance. In other news in the country, a group of South Africans detained in Israel after joining a Gaza-bound aid flotilla are safe, healthy, and preparing to return home. Now, the Department of International Relations and Cooperation confirmed its specialist team met with the detainees at the Negev prison facility, overseeing procedures for their safe passage. Now, the South Africans were among international activists aboard vessels carrying humanitarian supplies to Gaza, intercepted by Israeli forces before reaching their destination. Now, diplomatic engagement continues to ensure their timely release as well as their safe return. In your international news making headlines, U.S. President Donald Trump expressed optimism that hostages held in Gaza will soon be freed ahead of the indirect peace talks between Hamas and Israel in Egypt. Now, the negotiations focus on hostage release and governance issues, following partial agreement by Hamas on a 20-point U.S. plan. Now, while progress has been made, key issues such as disarmament and future governance remain unresolved. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrike continued in Gaza despite the talks, but diplomatic engagement aims to ensure the safety of hostages and prevent further escalation of conflict in the region. In other news, Peter Mutharika has been sworn in for a second term as Malawi's president, pledging to root out government corruption and revive the ailing economy. Now, the 85-year-old won over 56% of votes, defeating outgoing president Lazarus Chakwera. Now, Mutharika acknowledged the country's economic challenges, including acute food shortages, high borrowing, and fuel scarcity, and promised tough decisions to address them. Now, he also appealed to international partners for investment as well as support, signaling a determination to rebuild the nation and implement reforms to improve the living conditions of citizens. And finally, months before the first snowflakes fall in Vermont, Canada, Jay Peak Ski Resort has hired some of the quirkiest employees imaginable. A herd of sheep and goats armed with healthy appetites. Now, over 5 weeks, these woolly workers are munching their way through 25 acres of overgrown vegetation, replacing noisy gas-powered mowers with cheerful chomps. Outfitted with high-tech collars that keep them in line, the herd has become a hit with staff as well as visitors alike. Slow but steady, the animals are proving that, quote, goatscaping isn't just greener, it in fact is cuter. And yes, they take plenty of snack breaks, but really, that's all part of the job description. A great way to close up your 7 o'clock news. Time now to delve into sporting highlights. Here's the latest.
Thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with the good news first. South Africa clinching a second straight rugby championship crown with a tense 29-27 win over Argentina at Twickenham. Kobus, Reinach and Malcolm Marx scoring 2 tries each as the Boks overcame pretty slow start and then a very strong late Pumas fight back. And of course, earlier in the day, New Zealand beat Australia 28-14 in Perth to briefly top the standings before the Springboks sealed the deal. Now we get on to cricket and, of course, the small matter of the World Cup, and not a great start for the South African team. England thrashed SA by 10 wickets in their Women's World Cup opener in Guwahati, dismissing the Proteas for just 69 runs. Left-arm spinner Lindsay Smith was the destroyer-in-chief, starring with 3 for 7 runs before Amy Jones and Tammy Beaumont then sealed victory inside 15 overs. Obviously, a day to forget for skipper Laura Wolfhard. She admitted her side's batting collapsed, but promised the team would bounce back. We've seen them do it before. You have everything that you need in that team. We cannot wait to see them bounce back. Now let's stay in the area, but some football news now. And Mikel Arteta marked his 300th game as Arsenal manager with a dominant 2-0 win over a hapless West Ham, sending the Gunners now top of the Premier League table coming out of the weekend. Man United, they look good, easing past Sunderland 2-0, while champions Liverpool, they slumped to a third straight defeat as Estadio Williams' stoppage time strike sealed Chelsea's dramatic 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge. I think Chelsea are going to be spoiling the party for a few teams this year. Now we stay with footballing news, but much more local now, as Knox Mutizwa's brace fired Richards Bay to a 4-1 win over Chippa United in their Carling knockout last 16 encounter. Stellenbosch edged out Kaizer Chiefs 5-4 on penalties. That was after a goalless draw, while defending champions Magesi, they beat Amazulu 3-2 thanks to a late own goal there to break hearts. All 3 sides now sealed spots in the quarterfinals as a result. So congratulations to the fans as well. And once again, well done to the Springboks, making history as back-to-back winners of the Rugby Championship. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. I think the roads should be waking up. Let's see if there's anything to report on.
Thank you so much, G-Man. Yes, time to see how we can assist you when it comes to the roads, and we're going to start in Ekurhuleni in Gauteng. Now, there's a heads-up happening over here for motorists making use of the N17 eastbound near Rondebult Road. Now, the left lane is closed due to roadworks, so please reduce your speed and drive carefully when you're going through this area. We move to Cape Town next, and Lisbeck Parkway is where it's all happening. A stationary vehicle is blocking the right lane, and that's on the N2 inbound, taking place at the M5 interchange. Now again, the right lane is closed, causing delays. And I think motorists are advised this morning to plan your routes and alternative routes accordingly, and drive with extra caution due to wet road conditions from the rain. So essentially, stay safe out there. Zanzi, from the road to the sky, let's find out what's happening in the world of weather. And reporting on weather news once again, in thunderstorms, strong winds and rough seas are expected. Now, several weather warnings have been issued across the provinces today. Firstly, the South African Weather Service has issued several warnings for the following. A yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, which is in effect for Gauteng and parts of Mpumalanga's Highveld and Escarpment, with risks of hail, flooding and slippery roads. Now, damaging interior winds are also expected over the eastern Free State and the western KwaZulu-Natal, as well as coastal regions which are facing rough seas with damaging waves all the way from Saldanha Bay to East London. Now, on top of this, extremely high fire danger conditions are also forecast for the northeastern, Northern Cape and the western parts of the northwest. Once again, we do get to elevate our mood, even though the weather doesn't seem to be that great, because Kayla Bennett has come through all the way from Jersey with an incredible shot. Another sunrise view. Looks like this one's on the balcony and looks like it's prime time. There are no clouds in the sky, so that looks like it's going to be a beautiful day where you are. And you can expect 26 degrees of heat coming through, and that's your max temperature for the day. So I hope you enjoy it, Kayla. That was a beautiful shot, a beautiful moment, and maybe just sipping on the good stuff on your balcony while you watch your Feel Good Breakfast show. That's a perfect morning. So, Mzansi, let's do it all again. We've got one more hour to go before we reveal the next sunrise view. And hey, it could be you. Use the number 063-036-9649. Why? Because we absolutely love to see how you start your day. For now, though, let's take another look at the temperatures that you can expect for the day. safe out there. The weather is going
Ew.
crazy, Mzansi, so I hope you definitely do that. Stay safe on the roads, cuddle up, get something warm. And then on the polarity, there's sides of the country that are going to have some fire warning dangers. So,
Crazy
guys,
out
just
there.
stay safe. That's all we're going to put out there.
In fact, I'd recommend you stay indoors. It is also the school holiday, so where are you going, all right? Right here, we've got you entertained with some really good company. Yes, we've got entertainment, and that comes in the form of an incredible artist straight from Ikapa, and we have to get into the goodness that is, of course, our artist for today.
Yeah. Now, it's not just that. I know you're getting excited about him, and we all deserve to, but we also got another woman that has just stepped in. You might have seen her on Friday. Our very own Warrior Woman is going to be talking about Warrior Woman as we have an incredible awards festival to celebrate. And Leanne is here to give us the absolute good stuff on how we can get involved in this and celebrate this moment. So, Mzansi, don't go anywhere. It's just getting better and better.
Only you can make my day.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by ABSA. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you so much for spending your Monday morning with us. Right now, let's touch down in the Mother City, which we know is full of women whose everyday courage changes lives long before the cameras arrive. Now, Good Up FM's Warrior Woman initiative has been finding those women and also telling their stories on morning radio. And this year, the celebration steps onto a bigger stage alongside the Women in Festival. It's going to be held in November out at Newlands Cricket Ground with a bold, limitless, no labels, no limits, no apologies theme. I'm so here for it. So in studio on our couch this morning, we've got Leanne Williams, the voice who champions Warrior Women on Good Up FM, and of course, a familiar face around these parts, joined by Women In's Portfolio Director, Naz Fredericks. And then, of course, we've got the 2024 Social Impact Champion, Community Safety Leader, and Pilisa Bafazi Betu founder, Lucinda Evans. Welcome, ladies, and thank you for being here. Give them a round of applause, y'all. Don't hold back. Don't hold back now. You're looking stunning, beautiful, coordinated. So I know that we're in good hands already, okay? But Lee, let's start with you. You're doing incredible work, as you do. Every time you come on the couch, we're like, we've got to sing the praises of Leanne Williams. But the morning show on Good Up FM champions so many great things, including Warrior Woman, right? And this year, it's the second time round that we're doing the annual Warrior Women's. Wow. Between last year and this year, tell us a little bit more about why this isn't just content and why this is actually something that the listeners also benefit on your show.
You know, because that's what it started off as. It started off as content, it started off as a feature, and then as the years progressed and based on the women and the type of women we were having on the show, we were like, but this is growing into a movement. This is celebrating women who have oh my goodness, they have achieved things amidst so many challenges, because we know that women are disproportionately affected by so many things in life compared to our male counterparts. But it was just really an opportunity to celebrate how far women have come, the challenges that they've had to overcome to get to where they are today. And compared to last year, the outcry and the support for another Warrior Woman Awards is incredible. So to be able to be sitting here with these phenomenal women, I feel super, super blessed.
Oh, that is incredible. I mean, I was at last year's awards and it was everything. We've all been counting down the moments where we can dance together, eat together, and of course celebrate the women that are deserving, which is, I mean, we've got to talk about it a little bit more. The 2024 Social Impact Champion. And of course, you are the founder of Felisa Bafazi Betu. Let's get into this conversation. After that recognition between last year and this year, has anything changed? I know you're not here for the recognition, but I mean, sometimes it's kind of nice.
I have to say that a lot happened.
Yeah.
2 weeks after the competition, I was offered a very dilapidated house.
Ooh.
And I turned that house into what I'm piloting, a GBV safe house for children in distress.
Wow.
We don't see children as the first victims to gender-based violence.
Yeah.
So I'm running an emergency safe haven for children from 0 to 17.
Wow.
Since we've opened the first week in November, we've already had 66 children.
Oh my goodness.
And you know, the bad and the sad part of it is that we don't pay attention to children in particular. And as horrible as the stories are, it's horrible what the Department of Social Development, Joburg, is doing by wanting to close baby savers.
Wow.
And I have a baby saver at my organization. But fast forward to sitting on the couch, I want to say, I'm also piloting. In the next 3 weeks, I'm opening an emergency safe house for men in distress.
Wow.
And we also don't recognize and see that women can be perpetrators of gender-based violence. There are 0 spaces for men, emergency safe houses. But I think the one challenge that Naz and I had a conversation is to fund these projects. And so I have to also say that, you know, post-Warrior Women and the exposure and the recognition goes to my team of Felisa Bafazi. I am because they are.
That's right.
I'm grateful to Natalie Fredericks, a woman that lost a son, and all she just wanted was his body. And it took long, and she called me, and I don't know her from a bar soap, and she nominated me a year ago. And so it's through women's pain and children's pain, but still the atrocity of just gender-based violence as a whole with humans. It brings us on this couch today, and grateful to your program and Good Hope FM, because in between both these big things that I've done, I've also piloted soon together with the men, opening an emergency safe house for LGBTQI persons in distress. So thank you also for 2024.
Right.
Amazing.
And that's just the beginning.
That's incredible. I think that deserves a round
That
of applause.
absolutely does. Listen, I've got goosebumps, my goodness. And I love the fact that you've made your life a life of service because you see the need and you know that there's a gap and that we get to celebrate that as well. And then Women in Festival joins us this year, which is incredible. Naz, we have to come to you. A 2-day festival out in Newlands. It's going to be beautiful, but of course, impactful and purposeful as well. When you create spaces like this, platforms like this, along with Lee as well, what is the intention? What are we doing here? I mean, why is this the right home for women's stories?
You know, Carissa, when we created the Women In platform, we created a space where we're like, we need to break down silos and actually work together, you know, walk that collaboration and lift each other up. I think, you know, as we work in the spaces that we do, a lot of women don't really tend to lift each other's crowns. And that's something that we really need to focus on. And not only that, we're creating a space that is primarily around holistic empowerment. I think, you know, Lucinda and I were having such a great conversation this morning about funding and so forth, but with all of the challenges that goes with, you know, doing social impact work and being a woman that is, you know, spearheading and trailblazing women empowerment, there are a lot of challenges that we face. So we look at how are we actually going to take Carissa or take Phenomenal Woman and say, you know, we want to help you. We want to give you the tools that you require, both soft and hard skills for you to actually step into your limitless power. So we focus on everything such as financial literacy, funding, health and wellness, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional well-being, because that ties into us walking into our very best.
Oh. Beautiful mic drop, my goodness. We have got the right woman on the couch to spearhead this movement and also this conversation. And guess what? That was only part one. We will keep them right here to get into more conversation with Woman Warrior and, of course, Women in Festival. But speaking about heroes, I think our gents also want to crown a special someone.
Yes, indeed. It is time to roll up our sleeves for another episode of Handy Heroes. And today we are stepping into Build It Batavia, the place where friendly service meets some unbelievably good DIY expertise.
Yeah, you might be asking yourself, what is their golden advice? Well, here is what they have to say. They say begin every project on a spotless surface. And their must-have product, it's Plascon Roof and More. So let's see what it makes to become this game changer that we all want to become.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Build It Batavia in Roodepoort.
The store is located in Witpoortjie. It's called Build It Batavia. We've been here for more than 14 years now.
What makes me proud is that our products, they are cheaper, affordable, and a lot of customers prefer them because it's quality.
Our customers, everybody, youth, adult, contractors. What I love about my customer, you learn a lot from them and they engage. They are very friendly and they like to buy here every time.
I'd say what makes us the best hardware store in the area would be how massive we are, our range, including Plascon. We even have the new house brand, Build It House brand, that's now being manufactured by Plascon.
The product is good. It takes about 15 years guarantee. It means you can pay after the 15 years, no complaint, and also the pricing is good.
My favorite product for Plascon is Roof and More. My favorite because you can use it as a roof paint, can use it as paving paint. Like it says, Plascon Roof and More, you can use it on a lot of things.
My DIY tip is preparation. Always make sure your preparation's done right. Always make sure everything is clean, your walls are clean.
Build it Batavia, yes we can.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
You do have this, I promise you, with the right people in your corner. But what I love, the one gent that we spoke to there when he was giving his tip, he's like, please, you could see he was imploring, please just clean the surface. How many jobs have gone wrong for that simple little mistake? So just follow the rules. Absolutely love that. And we'll continue to bring you those handy heroes and keep them in your corner, man.
Prepare is preparing to fail, but we have done everything but that. We've just been preparing for this moment, and Monday is going to get even better because our conversation with our warrior woman continues, and already it has gotten hot, and it's going to get even better.
And then, of course, Yama Ndebele is in the house. We're going to sit him down for some quick-fire questions just to catch up with the man, find out how he ticks. And then, yes, we have got the first of a few performances coming your way. I hope you are feeling like a Friday today, because it's going to feel like a Friday after
go!
this.
Only you can make my day.
Oh, it's true. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, right here on S3. Now, we're going to touch base again with our wonderful woman in studio whose everyday courage changes lives long before, as we know, the cameras switch on. And we are talking about the Warrior Women Awards in partnership with, of course, the Women In Festival. It is going to be incredible. And on our couch, we still have the gorgeous Lucinda as well as Leanne and Naz. So let's get into part 2 of this conversation. Warrior Woman, Leanne.
Yes.
When you came up with that phrase, when you think about warrior woman, what picture exactly comes to mind?
You know what? When I came up with the concept for Warrior Woman, it really was creating a space for women like me whose name is being mentioned in rooms that they're not even in.
Sure.
And that's what we need more of. We need to amplify the voices of women who have overcome and have risen above insurmountable challenges to reach the life of their dreams, to build the businesses they never believed they could, or that people said they never would be able to. You know, it's the mom who's holding a family together whilst building her business from her kitchen. It's the survivor who has overcome all those challenges so that she could give a voice to others. You know, it is the young achiever who has basically said, I'm not going to listen to all the naysayers that said I never would, but I'm actually going to do the things. So it's every woman in every sphere of industry who, regardless of what life has thrown at her, has said, you know what, I believe in myself and I'm going to do my utmost best to achieve those dreams. I mean, we're sitting right next to 2 of them right now today, and this is what not only Warrior Woman and not only the Women in Festival is all about. It's 3 women from different spheres of life, different industries coming together to build something together, to create a movement to say we want to celebrate women who are just like us, that are doing so many incredible things in life, and we want their stories to be heard.
Yeah, and representation matters.
It does.
When
It
you
really
see that
does.
happening and you get the affirmation, you go, okay, something in you switches on to say, I can also access that part of myself. I have the potential to do it, and there's evidence that it can be done, and successfully so as well. Let's talk about Pelisa Bafazi Betu. I need to know what really triggered in your mind to say that this needs to be created, that the safe haven needs to be formed for those that are in need.
I come from the dining room to the mega center at Steenberg. So I understood the day when I stopped to assist a woman that was beaten up while a crowd of people was standing and watching. And when I started off, I thought it was about the women. And fast forward, we've become intersectional. I now advocate for boys and men. My direct gift in this industry is safe spaces. But I also want to say, where we find ourselves, it's very difficult to reach out and ask for help. And I think I want to encourage young women in our space and women in general, we have to ask for help. As much as what we protect our shelters and our emergency safe spaces, we have to hold hands with each other, especially in the private sector, in the business sector. We have to knock on their door and say, your CSI is not just always money. What can your company come and give back and teach in our industry that we could grow? I want to say to the companies also that have a deeper look at what we actually do as first responders, as saving lives, as changing the narratives. We don't even look at smaller children in ECD centers as victims of gender-based violence. So I'm piloting, focusing on young children, not just the child that ends up in the emergency safe house, but where it starts, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And so that we work together to ensure that when the child, male and female, gets to 17, 18, 14, 15, that they would understand and that we just change the narrative. But it's a whole of society, it is the whole of business, private sector and the NGO partnership.
We all have a responsibility. And I love the fact that you've seen that and you've stepped up to the plate. And also that you're challenging people to say, you know what, you can actually do a little bit more. You can do better. I mean, you guys, again, are 3 examples of doing better. So thank you for that work. And Naz, you know, I'm always curious about this. When we host festivals and we have these major events, it is beautiful and worth the celebration. But then the after happens. And I think Are you actually following up? What is in place post-event to make sure that women are still taken care of?
Yeah. Well, Carissa, that's actually a great point. You know, with the Woman in platform per se, we always ask, why are we doing what we're doing? And what is the sustainable impact that we are creating? And for us, it's more than just an event. It's actually not just an event. Yes, it's bringing women together, you know, to network with each other, to drive sustainable impact and change forward. But with us, we have multiple touch points throughout the year with our in-sector work. We work with a number of partners and associations and NPOs throughout the year, you know, and it all culminates into the Woman in Festival. And, you know, what we do when we get into our working groups is we actually create white papers, and we're privy enough to actually take the voices of women from across the various sectors in South Africa into rooms where they are not present, like Leanne mentioned earlier, and actually have their voices heard. You know, we were privy enough to actually go to the Women's P20 Parliament this year, and just being in those spaces and, you know, taking forward the findings and the challenges within each particular sector, you know, we were able to create that correlation and actually start bridging those gaps. So that is what we do as the Woman in portfolio as a whole. Our work never ends, and we are so passionate about what we do that we listen to phenomenal women's stories every single day. And, you know, listening to Lucinda's story and hearing from Lucinda, it's always a woman that has gone through the most challenges in her life that really wants to make the most impact.
That's right. Powerful. All I'm saying is that the passion is here and we are in good company. So 13 and 14 November, we already know where you're going to be. Please get yourself some tickets. And of course, if you think that you are a woman that could be nominated or you know somebody, you can go ahead and email marketing@goodhopefm.co.za. And of course, every single, is it Wednesday or every day that you touch base on the show?
It's on a Wednesday.
Every single Wednesday on At the Morning Show with Leanne Williams and the girls. You can find out exactly more details about this. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you.
I am inspired. This Monday can end now. We're good. We're good. All right, let's head to the kitchen to see what else is good.
Yeah, we're heating things up in the kitchen. Obviously, we've already had round 1 of 3 when it comes to serving your chicken, when it's a matter of leftovers, where you've got something for the weekend. You want to spice it up. Well, this is the one for you. It's spicy, it's saucy, it's satisfying. We're talking about shredded buffalo chicken burgers, which are becoming a go-to in everybody's meal rotation. And this might just be the thing for you as well. Now, they take everything you love about buffalo wings, a zesty heat, tangy sauce, cool ranch or blue cheese, and wrap it in a juicy handheld burger that's perfect for game day, weeknight dinners, or just feeding a hungry crowd. And I'm not going to be doing this one on my own. Obviously, after a great conversation, we need a great meal, right, Leanne?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Are you? Well, listen, you are doing the absolute most, especially
Thank
with
you.
regards to Warrior Woman. And that event is just something I cannot wait to celebrate with y'all. But let's get the energy to do that,
Listen,
right?
when you're a warrior, you need to bulk up.
You need to fuel accordingly. I love that.
Story.
So we've got 2 options here, and you can choose what you want to help me with. So there's a buffalo sauce that we're going to make, and then we're going to like put it all together with the chicken and everything else.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I love making a buffalo sauce because I actually make my own buffalo sauce at home. So, you know, I know what's going on here.
Hang on. So talk to me about your version before we do ours.
Well, I make a buffalo sauce for my chicken wings.
Yeah,
And it's pretty much the same. Like, you've got everything that I would use here. Listen, we're in good company.
Yeah, so our version, what we're doing today, we've got hot sauce, honey. That's like a garlic. Sorry, that's actually powdered spring onion or powdered onion. Yeah.
Okay.
And then that is like crushed garlic as well. And then we've got
I
butter.
use fresh garlic in mine.
Excuse
but it's
me,
fine, you know, we can't always be the same.
We'll get there.
It's fine. One day.
So cool. I don't think this is onion, so let me just do
definitely.
that.
Thank you for doing that for me. I always stress.
I know, everyone gets intimidated with gas, but I'm starting to love it. I have gas at home. It heats the pan up so perfectly for me, so I'm such a win, and it's quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll get there. I'm selling electricity.
Okay, we must trade our secrets with each other. So you can get the sauce going. Pop that all in there, and then essentially that's kind of like the start of this. I'm going to actually use the other pan to toast some of our burns up here because we're getting fancy with this one. So yeah, I've got some oil in my pan.
I'm
I've
just
already
gonna
cut the
turn mine
buns in
up
half.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
Get
because-
some more heat on this baby.
Yeah, you know what you're doing right
Here we go,
So
listen.
feel free to share some of your tips when it comes to putting the sauce together.
Okay.
I think the only thing that I would say is that you
Yeah.
can kind of almost use any version of a hot sauce that you have.
You really can.
Yeah?
You really can. I think it's just a gooi bay, gooi
Yes.
by mekaar and do whatever you want. But I usually start with melting the butter because that's, of course, the hardest thing to melt down. And then you throw everything together and then, Bob's your uncle. And it's super delicious. So we're first going to melt down our butter while you're doing the things that you do.
Stay tuned for more top tips from Leanne.
Anytime.
I love that. Okay, nicely done. And again, I would have probably just chucked it in all together. Definitely add the butter first.
No,
That's
you
like
can.
a good
Listen,
base.
if you want to, time's not on our side, so we can do all of that. The butter is going to melt eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, so we're going to put in our honey, our hot sauce.
Hot sauce. What hot sauce do you use at home? Is it just like a general chili or a chakalaka vibe or anything specific? Doesn't matter.
I think you can go with any kind of hot sauce that you want to. If you want to go with, something that's super, super spicy or something that's a bit more mild, it just goes down to your palate at
Is
the
that
end
you?
of the day.
Are you like have you got some Durban influence in you?
No, I'm born in the KZN. Come on.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
I like something that's a little bit between mild and hot.
Okay,
I'm
just
not
that sweet
trying to.
spot.
Yeah, because South Africans, we all have different variations
some of us like
tolerance.
to just burn our tongue off.
Yeah, we'd like to be able to eat the next meal. Hey, please, can I still have some taste buds?
I want to ask if you could do us a favor and just
Yes.
show the cameras how good this looks, because the butter is melting.
Okay, do you want me to lift it up? like
Yeah,
that?
just like that.
Here
Look
we
how cool
go.
this is coming together. Absolutely perfect. And you can see almost like a creaminess coming through from that butter.
You can see it. And then what you do is closer to the end, when everything's melted, you turn down the heat and then just let it simmer and let it cook down a little. And then you're going to get this beautiful
Look at you.
Too good.
Getting us
Too
all
good.
lists for this one. Okay, so I'm going to just save some time and toast my buns. I've already got some oil in there and the pan is nice and hot. Maybe a little bit hotter would have been good, but you want to hear that kind of a sound.
yeah.
And don't leave it on for too long. I've
What
burnt
sound
these.
do you want to hear?
A little bit of a...
Okay. I
just
make
like
sure
that.
the
Okay.
is
Yes.
there. Okay.
Specifically. But literally, once this comes together, the fun really starts, and it almost looks like it has done that, because we'll add that sauce to the chicken, or add the chicken to that sauce, vice versa. I think maybe, like you said, let it cool down.
I've just
and
turned
then-
down the heat. There
Yeah,
we go.
and then we'd add it to our leftover chicken, our shredded chicken, or if you like, Leanne, in this case, your chicken wings. But we're making a burger out of this one.
Okay,
So,
for it.
you've got any leftovers from the weekend, from game day, maybe even like a braai,
Yeah.
and there's some chicken breast and some legs that have been eaten. This is a perfect opportunity to use that chicken, right?
yeah.
So we'll take the sauce, pop it into the chicken right now, which is in the bowl. I know it's hot, but
That's okay.
perfectly handled, nicely done. And voila, we've got the most incredible combination of shredded chicken with the buffalo sauce just coming all together. And then we're gonna just compile it just like this. So I'm gonna take my buns.
Should I bring it over to you?
Yeah, you
I'm going to
can do
bring
that.
the
Thank
chicken
you
over
so
to your
much.
buns.
Thank you so much. This is what it's about in the kitchen, having fun with dancing. I didn't brown these enough. So for the sake of time, I'm just going to pull these off.
That's
and
all good.
literally, this is where the fun starts. So we're going to use like a sort of a blue cheese type of a sauce here, and that's going to be our base. So get that on there nice.
And there's a perfect marriage between your buffalo sauce and your blue cheese.
Yeah, talk to me about this
gorgeous.
marriage. Yeah?
I don't know. I think it's just the tanginess of the blue cheese, the creaminess of the blue cheese sauce, and then the spiciness of the buffalo wings.
So
it's a beautiful combination, you
like
know?
a journey of flavor profiles, like giving you
listen.
everything of everything.
Listen.
I love that. Okay,
We're
so
here for
we
it.
got that. Then we're going to hit our chicken next. So get it nice and thick. And
Look at you,
smells
hey?
good,
You're
huh?
just so confident in the kitchen. I'm here for it.
Working with pros, I don't have to worry, because I know if anything is wrong here, you'll just correct me.
I'll jump in. Don't worry. But so far, so good.
And then, excuse my hands, I have washed them, but we're just going to put some garnish on here. Again, this could be like the salad that was left over from the night before. 'Cause
yeah, definitely.
I notice people don't always finish their salads.
Yeah.
They're always very South African about it, and they start meat first. What do you eat first on your plate? The salad or...?
I eat together.
Oh, like
yes. Listen, I
Oh,
eat
wow,
like,
okay.
why are we eating one thing
Like,
first or after?
You make a charcuterie board in your mouth.
I eat them together. Is that wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong about that. I love that, actually. I think we should try that version, because there's many ways to enjoy incredible food, especially like this. And voila. Look what Leanne did. I just put it together. That was all your hard work.
High
Oh, that was amazing.
five.
Thank you so much for sharing your expertise when it comes to buffalo sauce.
Yeah.
If you want to chow down into that, you're more than welcome to. I know we're all doing crazy diets and things, and you're looking amazing, so I'm not going to tempt you here. But Mzansi, I want to tempt you to make this. Go to expressoshow.com, scan that QR code, and just enjoy this pure magic. You can use leftovers or you can use things that you have fresh, because either way, it's an absolute winner. Enjoy it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, the rumors are true. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show is right here, live and exclusive on S3. It is, of course, Expresso. And speaking about Cape Town, there's been a theme running throughout today's show, and with good reason, because Cape Town's own Nkosi Ndebele is claiming his space with a sound rooted in township energy, but driven by global ambition. Now, from viral studio movement to deep cultural references, his latest single, The Hottest Ekapa, is more than just a track. Now, it is a statement, all right? Now, before we get to know the man behind the music, let's have a listen to this.
Thought it was an accident. Nyamalala 6 months. Now I'm back again. Been in 36 months. Now I'm gone again. She told me she did toss away. Turning goals. He's stepping on necks. Nyaws quelly cons. I know it's funny feature. Khan is in Dorsey. Your biggest favorite rapper. Now iconic turning goals. She told me she did toss away. Turning goals. We stepping on necks.
Come on, you can't help but move, groove, and dance along to the goodness, man. The sound is there. Now let's get to know the guy behind the music. Welcome, sir. How are we doing today? I mean, you look cool. You know what I'm saying?
I'm good.
You good? You feeling good?
How are you?
I'm good. Are you awake? Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm awake. I tried my best.
Oh, you're trying.
Waking up at 4.
I know. That's my daily reality. It's tough, eh? Don't worry. We've got a cup of coffee on standby for you. Don't even stress. But let's talk about your music a little bit more. more, the hottest Sekapa, is a bold title. I will say that much. I feel like you're coming out making a statement. What is it that you are saying about it, though? You're stepping into the hip-hop scene in Cape Town, which is a strong scene and a big scene. What message are you sending out there?
You know, in hip-hop, it's a very competitive sport, you know. So when you make those bold statements, you have to back them up.
That's true.
So I've been backing them up for the past, I think, last year. So this year I haven't released anything. This was my first single this year.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, man, you know, I've been doing too much. Like, the movement is crazy as well. A lot of people are tapped into the wave now because of me. So I was like, you know what? I'm the hottest right now.
I love to see it. And you've got to say it unapologetically, you know what I mean? Like with your chest, you've got to come out there. And I love the sound that you've got as well. During the sound checks, all of us were just like, okay, bobbing along, kind of bridging trap with like hip hop coming together. I wonder where that style comes from. What sort of music did you grow up listening to? How did you get to the sound that you're giving us today?
I've always listened to hip hop,
Yeah.
but not like the mainstream hip hop. In Cape Town, both in the Western Cape in general and Eastern Cape, we used to listen to Venek music. We called it Ispaza during the day. So we listened to those guys. They highly influenced the way I'm
Like
rapping.
who? Give us some artists.
There's an artist like Ngilike who passed away in 2013. There's also Pizzo, you know, 3 Months Gap as well. You guys that has them here in the show. So we listened to them for the longest time. So they heavily influenced how we sound, how we do music. So yeah, those are the guys.
I like that. You're kind of taking on the baton and saying, let me run the next couple meters. Let me go, let me go.
So they only can take it that far,
you know,
because of the age as well and times. And then at times you have to take over.
And you're saying I'm stepping up now, eh?
Yeah, we gotta step up.
You got to step up. This is my season, is what he's saying. Y'all better be listening closely. So tell us more about this track and the moment you heard the beat and you just knew, no, this is my song.
Yeah, I just knew. And funny enough, I wasn't doing this song.
Okay.
There was another song that I was doing. I went to studio to do that other song.
Okay.
So as I was about to leave, because my session was ending, I think it was around 7 at night. So I was requesting, and the guy played me this beat. I immediately stopped the ball. Hey.
On your way out, you said, wait a minute.
I said, no, I'm canceling this ride. Long pickup time. No, I can't do it. But the problem wasn't the drive. I just had the beat.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta do something with this beat.
Wait, so then how did that develop? Did you sit there writing? Did you freestyle on the mic? Like, what was the creative process there?
So the guy played the beat. I was like, no, man, let's work on this.
Yeah.
So he went outside for a breather.
Yes.
And then we came back in like 5 minutes. I was done with the chorus.
What?
Just like that. You know, when you feel something within you,
That's
it just
right.
happens like
Yeah.
natural. So I wrote it very fast.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, don't perform too fast for us today. We want to take our time. We want to enjoy it as well. But I know that you've had major support backing you from the hip-hop spaces and radio spaces, Slicker, as well as Mhlobo Weneni. I really wonder how you stay grounded, you know, especially now you're also on a national platform and your name is going to continue growing across South Africa. How do you really stay rooted?
Now you gotta have discipline, you know, because the grass is always greener on the other side. If you get too excited now on this side, you're not making it to the other side. So you have to stay disciplined and also work hard as well, consistency and all of those things. So that's how I stay grounded, basically.
Yeah. That's incredible. Ngosi, I got to ask you though, we put out a post this morning on Expresso and we said there are only 13 Mondays left until the year is done, right? And if you have one goal that you're still wanting to smash before 2025 says goodbye, what could it be? Do you have any goal that you want to achieve?
Yeah, I do actually. I've never said it before, but...
Come, exclusive.
Let me just
Tell us
say,
more.
You know, I've been releasing a lot of singles, so just before the year ends, I want to drop an EP, you know.
Oof. You
Just
want
the,
to or you going to?
I can't say much, but one of the two.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, you know. I've been working towards achieving it, so
beautiful.
Could be this year.
Well, 2020 Thrive is looking good if he's got anything to do with it. And we will say this is the manifestation station. You've seen it multiple times. Anything that's said on this couch, you better watch out and you better get ready.
It's coming to
coming
reality.
to you, man. Okay, you can take to the stage as we prepare ourselves for your first single. You can go ahead and Nkosi, thank you so much. And we cannot wait to get into the goodness. He made a bold statement, but he said it with his chest. He said it absolutely unapologetically, the hottest ekapa, and we'll see exactly if he is. Take it away.
I go by the name of Ngosi Amandebele, front page Ngosi, the hottest ekapa. So I'm about to perform the hottest ekapa. It's my latest single. Make sure you stream it on all platforms. Let's go. Standing Ngosi, standing Ngosi, standing Ngosi. She told me she took the wave, utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks, inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature, Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon utandi ngosi. She told me she took the wave, utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks, inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature, Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon. Okay, uteba we understand. As follow we shamba where she see me in the club. Landelemba kwami kuse ngcono utsale happily ngeke ndiye kwezam cause noba ngiclear ikhati ngcono wenza iplan. You know we niggas feel wealthy. Swipe itembise kwaqonda ufuna uzama uplan B. Case uzane girls qala wendi fanda shady. Tenezane pes dajonga impila ndenza isiyesi. Dola sana ibeti location ayitest jonga uclean ayakathethi. The hottest ekapa. Thought it was an accident. Nyamalala 6 months. Now I'm back again. Been in 36 months. Now I'm gone again. She told me she took closer wave. Utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks. Inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature. Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon utandi ngosi. She told me she took closer wave. Utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks. Inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature. Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon I ngosi akaxoki. Still taking snaps I'm 40. Orbs akaziboni granny copy. Little bit surprised about was caught up notes, but kanobuyelemva. I'll probably write this song. Let's take it back to when Ukidio. Why but sorry gazing at the kids of the physio. Yes, Balegis, you understand about sister boy. And the Kalu season 2020 was a breather. Don't know why believer. Yeah, I told him by it was away by sound American. But it was in a cooler. Bono Nemechen. Ever since the cooler. Believer with tens, but now to make them dance, you gotta make a band. She told me she took closer wave. Utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks. Inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature. Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon utandi ngosi. She told me she took closer wave. Utandi ngosi. We stepping on necks. Inyaws dwelly gonsi. I know it's funny feature. Khan is endorsing your biggest favorite rapper, and icon utandi ngosi. Standing ngosi. Standing ngosi. Standing ngosi. Standing ngosi. Standing ngosi.
Yes! Come on! Okay, but after that, okay, a low five, not a high five. After that, you have to release an EP.
Now I have to.
Can we please?
Let's pinky promise.
Let's pinky promise. You sound right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. My goodness, the fire is here. We were complaining a bit earlier about the rain, but I think we've heated up quite efficiently right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And hopefully that was the perfect entertainment for you on these school holidays. Let's get straight into it.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for choosing to start your, well, I suppose, officially first day of holidays with us. Thank you so much for doing absolutely nothing today but watch your TV, because that is your right. No, I hope we're going to inspire you to get out there and explore while you've got the free time. There is something magical about driving out on South Africa's open roads anywhere. Sure, the journey matters, but it's the simple joys along the way that truly set the tone. And for some, it's cranking up a playlist and belting out every lyric like nobody's listening or like everybody's listening. For others, it's dropping the windows, letting the wind rush in and soaking up the views that remind you why this country is so breathtaking. So we want to hear from you guys. What instantly lifts your mood on a road trip? Please hit the social streets to let us know, because it is the time to start dreaming about the open road again, my friend.
Yeah, man, and listen, the season is here, especially after I had an incredible opportunity to head down the West Coast. Check the flowers, dude, the last of them.
West Coast.
So the yellows are kind of like gone, the purples are still there, and the pinks.
Is that the winner for you? Is it the view? Is it the sound? Is it the thinking about where you're going?
Or the snacks, maybe?
The snacks, protein
man.
at the right
I
time
don't know
of day.
if I can choose between snacks, view, or the playlist, but I think first prize for me is actually the view. If I can be stimulated as a driver, because I'm always the guy driving, if I can be stimulated by my scenery around me, oh man, that's already like 70% of the road trip win right there. And then the small stuff like the snacks and the music, that really works for me.
And often I'll like shift modes with the music. For me, it's like a musical exploration.
Yeah.
And often there'll be other people in the car, so you're kind of leaning into each other's musical tastes, which I absolutely love. But for me, it's like you say, it's that view, the road trip, these places that you're not used to. For me, coming into Cape Town, before you hit the mountain pass, before you're going to drive through the mountains, is that Montague? I don't know what that area would be.
It's like Cedarburg or Montague, bro.
It's like Lord of the Rings level
Yeah.
mountains, dude. I just remember that feeling as a kid of experiencing that for the first time. Was
You're making me reminisce on it, because the way those rocks are formed and you can see the layers.
And how nervous were you driving into that tunnel for the first time? Where you're like, okay, are we coming
Very
out
ominous,
yet?
yeah, bro.
But I love it. What's your favorite stretch?
That's
Fescus,
a
okay,
tough
we'll
one.
add that to the top
I think
five.
if it's a seasonal thing, then the West Coast route coming back into Cape Town and you see the mountain, Table Mountain just get bigger and bigger, that's an incredible route. But obviously, every year I head to the Garden route, and for some reason it doesn't get boring. Driving that route, it keeps changing. I was talking to cameraman Shawnee just off record now, and he was saying Kaiman's River stretch of the Garden route is so amazing. I love the Nature's Valley side of it, because you get the like unnatural pine forests, very non-indigenous to South Africa, but it makes you feel like I'm in another world.
It just
completely.
feels weird, yeah.
Yeah, so that for me is a special one, the Garden route. But a specific stretch, if I was to put on the top of my list, the Panorama route in Mpumalanga.
Oh, really?
Go Google that one in South Africa. Yo, Mzansi, yo. Absolute beauty. Bjork's Lakpad Pools, God's Window, you've got Pilgrim's Rest.
But you've got
insane
geology that's unique only to that part of the world. I know
Insane.
Clarence has got a couple of spots like that as
Yeah.
well, where you're like, nowhere else in the world has geology like. They even had a geology conference there when I was visiting.
Oh,
I'm like,
that
why all these
explains it.
people are here?
That
But it
explains
proved
it.
its worth. For me, Tsitsikamma, that where you've just got green
Yeah.
and blue, and this tiny little stretch of beach in between that you can kind of stay on. I love that. Well, let's see how you guys are feeling about heading out onto the open road.
Yeah, Shoki Charlene says, lol, DJ blasting my favorite tune, singing along and enjoying the road trip. I can just picture Shoki going all those sing-along songs when they were younger, just like singing.
Audience not required. You
Karaoke
can just sing,
car
man.
bar,
Just do it.
perfect stuff. Taban also says, play my favorite tunes. So Mzansi likes the music, yeah?
Yeah, I have a feeling music is going to play a part. Most families learn about their own culture in road trips, where
Yeah,
you
that's
understand
true.
your parents by their music choice, by just those kind of conversations that fly under the radar a little bit. If you want to heal your family's issues, your drama, or create a bit more baggage, get in a car, take a long road trip. Now, the view will often temper that view, but we love hearing from you guys, so please keep sharing, and there is an added bonus. We have got probably the prize of the year up for grabs. And obviously with Shell V-Power, you'll get there probably a little bit faster and more economically. But whether it's the playlist, whether it's the view, we want you to get out there and explore. And in fact, we're going to incentivize you. 5 lucky couples stand the chance of winning a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and a trackside experience. And you know, when it comes to Shell V-Power, that's going to be next level. And that's for two, each one of those. Simply spend 750 Rand or more, swipe your or tap your V Plus rewards card 3 times a month. That's easy peasy. And you could be hitting the road in ultimate style. T's and C's do apply, and good luck.
It's just gone 8 o'clock. Where has the time gone? Let's get into your national news headlines to finish off your news this morning. Now we get started here with the South African Police Service, who has unveiled new equipment to strengthen its fight against crime. Now, National Police Commissioner Fani Masemola and Acting Police Minister Feroz Kachalia handed over 2 helicopters and armoured vehicles to specialised units in Pretoria. Now, these resources aim to improve operational capacity and response times, particularly for serious and violent crime, while supporting units such as the Special Task Force and Public Order Police Unit. Now, the equipment forms part of the police's broader strategy to enhance public safety as well as policing effectiveness. In other national news, a new political party, Unite for Change, was launched as Build One SA, led by Musi Mayamani, as well as the Good Party, led by Patricia de Lille, and Rise Mzansi, led by Songezo Zibi, officially joined forces to contest the 2026 local government elections. Now announced at a media briefing in Rosebank, Johannesburg yesterday, the party will contest the elections as a unified movement under, quote, one name, one platform, and one purpose. Now, the Founding Leaders Council pledge ethical leadership, service delivery, local economic recovery, safety, justice, and inclusive governance. In your international news making headlines, members of Moroccan youth collective Gen Z 212 have protested for the 8th consecutive day, calling for improved public health and education services. Demonstrations have taken place in cities including Tetuan, Casablanca and Rabat, with protesters chanting slogans demanding an end to corruption and social injustice. Now, the movement, coordinated online via Discord, also calls for reforms to public services and government accountability. Now, while some earlier protests in smaller towns saw clashes with police, the recent rallies have been largely peaceful, highlighting growing political engagement among young Moroccans. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump expressed optimism that hostages held in Gaza will soon be freed, ahead of indirect peace talks between Hamas and Israel in Egypt. Now, the negotiations focus on hostage release and governance issues, following partial agreement by Hamas on a 20-point U.S. plan. Now, while progress has been made, key issues such as disarmament and future governance remain unresolved. Meanwhile, Israeli airstrikes continue in Gaza despite the talks, but diplomatic engagement aims to ensure the safety of hostages and prevent further escalation of conflict in the region. And finally, in entertainment news this morning is that country legend Dolly Parton has postponed her Las Vegas concerts, and that's to focus on her health. Now, the 79-year-old says doctors have advised a few procedures, joking it's time for a 100,000-mile checkup, although it's not the usual trip to see her plastic surgeon. Now, a December 2025 Dolly Live in Las Vegas shows at Caesars Palace will now take place in September of 2026. The tickets will be valid for the new dates, but fans can still request a refund. Now, ever the optimist, Dolly assured fans that she's far from quitting, continuing work from Nashville while she recharges to return in full sparkle and, of course, in perfect health. Nice way to close off your last bit of news for this morning. Time now for that final bit of sports. Here's Graham.
Well, unless you somehow missed it and been sleeping under a rock, yes, South Africa have done it. They've made history, clinching a second straight rugby championship crown, albeit with a tense 29-27 win over Argentina at a packed Twickenham over the weekend. Kobus, Reinach on fire. Likewise, Malcolm Marx scoring 2 tries each as the Boks overcame a pretty slow start and then a late Pumas fight back, but a brilliant performance there. Then earlier, New Zealand beat Australia 28-14 in Perth to briefly top the standings before the Boks sealed the deal. Now let's get into cricket. Not the best start for our ladies. England thrashed South Africa by 10 wickets in their Women's World Cup opener in Guwahati, dismissing the Proteas for just 69. Destroyer-in-chief left-arm spinner Lindsay Smith starring with 3 for 7 runs before Amy Jones and Tammy Beaumont then sealed the victory inside 15 overs. Obviously a day to forget for skipper Laura Wolfart. She admitted her side's batting collapsed, but promised the team would bounce back. They were in unbelievable form going into the competition. I have no doubt we will all right ourselves. Well, we stay in the area for some footballing news as Mikel Arteta marked his 300th game as Arsenal manager with a dominant 2-0 win over a hapless West Ham. Things just getting worse for the Gunners, but now the Gunners topping the Premier League table after the weekend. Also looking pretty good now, Man United eased past Sunderland 2-0, while champions Liverpool, they slumped to a third straight defeat as Estavio Willian's stoppage time strike sealed Chelsea's dramatic 2-1 victory at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea have got that season-spoiling energy about them this year, I think. Let's bring it back home for some knockout action as Knox Mutizwa's brace fired Richards Bay to a very impressive 4-1 win over Chippa United in the Carling knockout last 16 round. Stellenbosch, they edged out Kaizer Chiefs 5-4 on penalties. That was after a goalless draw, while the defending champions Maresi, they beat Amazulu 3-2 thanks to a late own goal there. And all three sides now sealing spots in the quarterfinals as a result. So well done to the teams and the fans and to the books once again. Back-to-back Rugby Championship champions. Let's get the weather.
I'm Mzansi. Well, one last time, I've got a fresh update on all things weather. This one I'm going to do off my tablet right now because the update has come in fresh and fast. And we're going to start off with Sandton in Gauteng. Now, there's been an accident on the N1 South ramp to Winnie Mandela Drive, and major delays are currently being experienced. So please, Mzansi, exercise some patience and avoid a use of the affected route. We go to Mowbray, Cape Town next. An accident has occurred on the N2 inbound, and that's just after Mowbray Main Road. Now, the left lane is obstructed, as you can see from these visuals, causing delays. So drivers are advised to stay alert and allow extra travel time. And anybody heading on the roads, obviously, based on the weather, please plan your routes accordingly, buckle up and stay safe. Speaking of weather, let's dive into it one last time. Yeah, lots of fresh updates coming right now. And again, when it comes to the South African Weather Service, they've issued several warnings for today. And starting with a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms, which is in effect for Gauteng and parts of Mpumalanga's Highveld and the escarpment, with risks of hail, flooding and slippery roads. Now, we also have damaging interior winds, which are expected over the eastern Free State and the western parts of KwaZulu-Natal, while coastal regions face rough seas with damaging waves all the way from Saldanha Bay to East London. And then we also have extremely high fire danger conditions, which are also forecast for the northeastern parts of the Northern Cape and the western parts of the Northwest. Well, Mzansi, thank you so much once again for all the sunrise views that we've had, and we are dying to share some more with you. I don't think we have one for this edition, do we? It looks like we do. Just in, Razan has come through. Razan Pandi brings us something all the way from GQ, and look at this shot before the sun has even risen. So it looks like you've woken up bright and early to capture this moment of magic. I love the hues, the reds, the pinks, the oranges in the sky, and absolutely beautiful day. 23 degrees of weather is what you can expect, but yo, thank you for that picture. I love it. You can stay. Mzansi, these are 3 rounds of incredible sunrise views, and I can't thank you enough. So let's do it all again tomorrow morning. The number is 063-036-9649. Share a video, share a sunrise view wherever you are, and just like that, you could be featured right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And what we're going to feature for you one last time is the temperatures you can expect on your side of town. Enjoy.
Oh, those beautiful flowers do look like a great way to start your day, but I think a few 100,000 might be just a little bit better.
Please, you could win if you play this. You could get a big payday. I'm losing my words because it's a good amount of money. Daily Lotto is coming your way for a guaranteed 450,000 Rand jackpot. And the new Daily Lotto Plus for the guaranteed 150,000 Rand jackpot. It all goes down this Monday. And what a way to kickstart the week.
It's guaranteed, eh? We're not estimating. It's guaranteed. 2 chances to win, so don't get left behind. Get your tickets now. You can go in-store when they open. You can go nationallottery.co.za online. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup. There's normally just a little drop-down to make it even easier, or you can dial *120 *7529# and get USSD. straight.
Imagine, we're literally giving you ways to win. So please go ahead and do that. Those details are on our Expresso social media pages. And then play Daily Lotto for a guaranteed 450,000 Rand jackpot and Daily Lotto Plus for the guaranteed 150,000 Rand jackpot. It all goes down today and double your winnings. That's what we want to get into.
You know what I love, and am I a bit weird? I love the smell of vinegar. Like, I love opening vinegar and getting that, whoa. I feel like that's what we need for the last hour of the show, just like a strong whiff, whoa, to shake up. No, believe it or not, there is a massive difference and a massive issue with the wrong kinds of vinegars bleeding in, and you need to know how to tell the difference. And quality does shine through. I'm going to give you a masterclass in vinegar after that. I never knew I would be this excited about vinegar, but
Never
I am.
thought I'd hear those words together in a sentence either.
We see the person behind the banking profile. We see your story. Expresso was proudly brought to you by Absa. Your story matters.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Now we turn to one of those unsung heroes in the kitchen. Vinegar is undoubtedly a staple in almost every South African kitchen, certainly in my house. But not all vinegars are created equal. I think many of us don't realize there is a difference between naturally fermented vinegar and imitation vinegar, new fear loading. And that difference, it really does matter, most importantly for health and obviously for flavor and authenticity. Well, today we are joined by Safari Vinegar's brand manager, Kirsten Paul, who is going to just turn into a mad scientist. She's going to help us unpack the truth about vinegar and show us how to tell natural from imitation. I like this. Today we're going to have a whole lot of fun, but I think the big jumping off point for me is that vinegar, I thought it was just vinegar, man. Not so. Talk to me about the difference of quality and authenticity.
So interestingly enough, 24% of people, only 24% of people actually know the difference between naturally fermented vinegar and imitation vinegar. So if you look at naturally fermented vinegar, like Safari vinegar, that's actually made the traditional way. So the main difference is that it's made from real plant sources. So if you think of sugarcane, you think of apples, you think of grapes, all of that goodness gets into the vinegar because it goes through a fermentation process and ends up with what you have on your shelves.
You get that essence in the
100%.
bottle. How do we tell?
Well, the alternative is the imitation vinegar. And if you think about that, it's actually made from synthetic chemicals that are byproducts of fossil fuels. So there are no actual plant sources. It gets interesting, though, when you look at it on shelf because they actually look quite similar.
They present the same, yeah.
They do, but they are definitely different.
What are we going to be experimenting or highlighting?
Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make a deodorizer for your home with simple ingredients that you have in your home. So all you need is your Safari white spirit vinegar, you need a little bit of water, and if you want, you can add some essential oil. It's not necessary because what happens is as the vinegar evaporates, the smell also disappears. So it's not going to linger for very long. But if you'd like to leave the surface feeling a lot fresher, then you definitely can add in.
Clever, nice little hack.
All right, and your trigger bottle. Definitely, let's not forget that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to put a little funnel in here. So let's go ahead and pour some water. So the mixture is 1 part water.
Okay.
And then we're going to get some vinegar.
And remember, we're not working with reactive chemicals and things here, so if you're not exactly spot on, it's quite forgiving. We're wanting to obviously try and find the most effective balance here.
And then all you need to do is also put in a few drops of your essential oils. This is a lemon fragrance.
Oh, I like that.
So you can put about 5 to 10 drops.
Oh, that's lovely. And it smells clean. It smells so clean.
All right. So we're going to close this. Cool. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to spray this pillow. So what you'll find is because vinegar is acidic, it actually breaks down the odor. So it doesn't just mask the smell, it literally gets rid of it, it deodorizes it. So it's really good for leaving your surfaces feeling and smelling a lot fresher.
That's very clever. This smells like an expensive hotel. That's what it smells like.
That's what we're going for. That is
I want that for
100%
my
what
house.
we're going for.
That is brilliant. Okay, so beautiful deodorizer. I really like that. How else can we put this to the test?
Okay, so next what we're going to do, same ingredients. So I'm going to show you how to basically clean your glassware and you're going to get it crystal clean. So all you do is you take that mixture that we've just made and then you just give it a little spray.
This is like George's Marvelous Medicine vibes for me.
Make sure you have a lint-free cloth.
Okay.
And then you just can give it a little wipe.
And I like the fact that you're not leaving some chemical residue on something that is going to very much inform what your body takes in. The more natural, the better.
So it's looking a lot better. You can see that all of the little fingerprints are gone.
I'm actually picking up imperfections in the glass now. That's how well it's worked. That's crazy.
So the interesting thing is that we can actually now use this mixture. You can use it on your glassware, you can use it on mirrors, you can use it on your shower taps, bath taps, anything that has a reflective surface.
It's amazing. Such a practical way to see something that most of us are sitting with in our kitchen and untapped as a resource. I love it. So thank you so much for keeping it natural and jumping through those hoops, as I said, in the way that you've done so that we can lean into this and trust what we are using authentically is amazing. That's high five worthy. Or I'm going to go crazy when I get home this morning. I'm going to go buy my trigger bottles, and understanding what's really in your bottle makes all the difference. I think we've proven that today. And that's from your meals, what goes into your body, your wellness, and even your home. And with Safari Vinegar, you know you are getting the authentic, naturally fermented option that has been trusted by generations of South Africans. And don't forget, as that little added bonus, you stand a chance of winning one of 3 Safari Vinegar hampers worth R1,000. That's either a lot of eating or a lot of cleaning. Simply tell us how you use your Safari Vinegar. Let us know. Entries close the 12th of October. Obviously this year, and T's and C's do apply. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of entries for this. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
Absolutely brilliant. Okay, I need trigger bottles for home now, I think.
Oh, that was a breakdown of vinegar if you've ever seen one.
No idea though, eh?
I usually eat it on chips, especially the brown vinegar.
Sure, absolutely. That's the only way I know it. Make it slop as slop can be.
Delicious. I also, here's a hack, throw it in my washing sometimes, especially when I do my whites, and it makes my whites whiter.
I've heard this as well, and I've heard it been used in crazy mixtures when you're adding vinegar with other concoctions like honey, and then people apply it to their skin. There's crazy things you can do with vinegar. Go check it out online. There's some crazy old school methodologies there that you want to get involved in. Yeah.
All right, from the old school to the present day, we greeted you beautifully, Expresso fam, saying good morning. Can you believe there are only 13 Mondays left in 2025? So let's make them count. What is one goal you're determined to smash before 2025 bids us adieu? And of course, you came through with the comments.
I've definitely done that. And we're going to start off with Tokozani TKV, who says, definitely finding a new job. My current job is so demanding that I don't spend much time with my daughter. I'm missing out a lot. Getting your priorities reorganized. I love that. Making time for your family. I hope that one materializes.
I really hope so too. We're sending you all the luck. Okay, let's see who else is here. Geraldine, definitely my license, girl.
Yeah.
So many people are nodding, going, me too, me too.
Are you still?
Renew. No. I lost it again.
But you have it though,
but
right?
I lost it. We try again.
Okay, we'll try again. Let's see what else Mzansi has to say. But Geraldine, go get that license.
Yes, Geraldine.
Charlie Fanadid says, good morning, Expresso. As we count down the Mondays, I'm reminded that time is a gift.
Wow.
Let's unwrap our potential and make the most of it.
That's right. I think so often we sit with our potential and we think one day, one day, one day. But you got to just start it now.
Today is that one day. Today is the day. Let's realize that potential inside of you, Mzansi. Come on now.
Beautiful stuff. Do we have anyone else? Anthea getting in touch. My Expresso fam, my one goal before the end of the year is to fulfill my dream and feed at least 30 homeless children.
Wow.
That's my goal every year for Christmas. And then to do a stationary drive before the year ends with those kids.
Anthea just came through with like better goals than anybody. She's making us feel so bad here. But Anthea, that is incredible. Thank you so much for doing the most. And I think a lot of Mzansi will pick up and be inspired by this. So love that you share that comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Especially at the time of giving.
Yeah,
okay,
we're going to Facebook now, and Salvio Danian says, good morning, Expresso fam. One goal for before the end of the year is to teach my family gratitude. And it's amazing how achievable it is. We all put our minds to it. So let's make these last few months count by being consistent and supportive of one another. We can do this. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Yeah, be more grateful. And listen, if you take a moment right now and just think about what you have in your life to be grateful for, that's a great practice that you can start your day with. Start your day with the win. Start your day with taking accountability of everything that you actually have. And you'll see that list is a lot bigger than you think, and you'll feel a lot better about the day before you even head into it.
Oh, I love that G started the show saying that that's what he's leading with every single day. Right now, if I could be grateful for anything, I think it would be both my health and the fact that my parents are still around. The older I'm getting, the more I appreciate the fact that I can spend time with them, see them, touch them, love them, and just make sure that they know that they're loved as well.
Yo, I want to echo those sentiments right now, because our health is so important, because the thing that allows us to enjoy this thing, this beautiful thing called life. So for me, it's exactly that, to have more gratitude for the experiences I have and for this vessel that allows me to do the things in life that I think are sometimes impossible. And hey, if you go and chase that potential we talk about right now, you could be achieving the impossible just by putting one foot in front of the other.
Oh, that's a good
simple.
note. I'm going to put one foot in front of the other all the way to the kitchen.
Wait, I wasn't know where you're going to.
I'm going to the straight, because guess what? A bacon and chicken breakfast burrito waits for us.
Listen, we also didn't get a proper chance to put our Nkosi Yama under pressure. We chatted to him, we've seen him perform, but can he deal with real pressure on live TV? Well, a hot quiz is coming up next, and we're going to put him under some quick fire rounds, so you Mzansi get to have a lot of fun straight after this.
South Africa, it's time to fuel your wanderlust, because Shell is giving you and a partner of your choice the chance to win the ultimate South African road trip experience.
That's right. With Shell V-Power, 5 lucky couples will win a once-in-a-lifetime road trip and track experience. And entering couldn't be easier. Simply spend 750 Rand or more, tap or scan your V Plus rewards card 3 times this month, and you're in the running.
Oh, so please start those engines and let Shell V-Power take you places you'll never forget. T's and C's apply. Find them all at expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
All right, so we welcome back, first of all. I am very excited about vinegar this morning because I didn't know, and you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
But apparently, vinegar isn't just great tasting, and for that, like, whoa, it can be used as a brilliant cleaner, okay? But here's the thing, not all vinegars are created equal. We know this, and yes, you can hear some cooking going on beside us. I don't know if we're going to use vinegar in the cooking, but something delicious is coming away. But with some imitation vinegars, basically synthetic acetic acid mixed with water, so it's not naturally derived from grapes or another source. And the other hand, we want that naturally fermented the traditional way, so to speak, which means you are getting the real thing from a flavor perspective, but from a quality perspective.
Absolutely.
And that makes all the difference. Authentic vinegar keeps its natural trace elements. It's healthier, and the flavor obviously is so much more rounded.
Okay,
better.
plus, can I give you another one? They're versatile.
Yeah.
They can be used in cooking, but also cleaning and even for your wellness. So I think we need to exactly get into that. You also stand a chance, though, before I show you how to do this once again, to stand a chance to win one of 3 Safari Vinegar hampers worth 1,000 Rand.
Very nice.
Simply reply to the competition posts on the Expresso social pages and tell us how you use Safari Vinegar. Don't forget to use that qualifying hashtag. There's a Safari Vinegar for that. Entries close 12 October. T's and C's on expressoshow.com.
Oh no, those glasses are so dirty.
They're
I'm
so
so
dirty.
sorry. And we've
You
got
touched
guests.
the glasses?
I did, and we've got guests arriving in just a moment.
Okay, well, I've got just the thing.
Equal parts water and vinegar, and you're going to
Let's
spray
try
it
it
and you're going to buff it. We've got a microfiber cloth here, super easy peasy, and it's natural.
Yep.
And I like the idea of introducing natural elements into my home space.
Same.
For cleaning my son's karate gi.
Oh.
You can't bleach something like that. It's just going to destroy the fibers, and it needs to be strong and stand up to all his
His
fast
what?
movements. And he does a lot of that. And using the vinegar, I pretty much only use vinegar with his whites now. Now I'm using it in everything else. The aroma dissipates immediately, but it brings up such a beautiful refresh. It's not just clean, it's refreshed.
Well, speaking about refreshing and
Sure-wee.
clean, this had oil marks on it. Wait, just a little one over
Come
there.
on, buff away, buff away.
Buff away, buff away. Beautiful.
Hey,
Doesn't even smell like vinegar. That's crazy.
And I really am kind of mean that the smell dissipates quite quickly. It evaporates. So not everything is going to smell like vinegar after you've used the vinegar, but just, you know, measurements. So that's equal parts water, equal parts vinegar. Now we need equal parts effort.
Let's get it.
Because...
Guys, can I just tell you something crazy about
Oh,
vinegar
thank you.
I used a lot when I was a kid? I used vinegar in life-saving for one of the most craziest reasons. In False Bay, you'd always get these little blue things floating in the water called blue bottles.
For
and they
sure.
sting you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
as a lifeguard, you're training and you'd have awful situations where you'd swim and you get that thing caught in your face or something. Causes a bit of a rash as well.
Under your arm.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
come
guys,
on.
if you don't have something called like Stingo, a gel or whatever.
Or a mate to...
Or a mate to you know, just
that other thing
put his
on
own
you.
liquid on there. Yeah, that's a thing, actually. Vinegar works so perfectly. And I would remember on so many days, like the smell of vinegar when there was like a blue bottle rush in. Everybody would get stung and you're just like rolling up with a special spray. No one knew it was vinegar. They
Some
thought it
like
was...
walking around with slap chips, just like, got you sorted now.
Yeah,
okay, this is a safe place.
Yes.
Okay, that's like the hottest pan on earth.
It is, man. Let me turn that down so long.
I was going to say it's a safe place, but I don't know. How much vinegar do you have on your chips when you have fish
All
and
of
chips?
it.
All of it.
All of
Yeah,
it.
all
I
of
don't
it.
hold back.
It must be the brown vinegar. I'm there for that.
Far is
Okay,
better.
lest we forget, we've got chicken to do 3 ways. Okay, so we've done our beautiful, I'm going to call them
Salads.
sliders, but they're like massive. We've got our Cobb salad, which is beautiful. We've used up almost all of our leftovers. We've got like one little helping left. What can we do with it?
What can we do with this? I'm thinking something. Let's go to Mexico. Viva Mexico. Bring on a burrito, man. Come on.
I love it, man. Whether you call it a wrap, a burrito, whatever, it's a great way to combine flavors. It's easy to make, and with a little bit of toasting of your wrap, you can make it restaurant
How good
quality.
that is. I will say, Graham, you might need to overcome a mental block here because we're using both chicken and egg.
I'm not even talking about it. No, I'm not even talking about it.
Wait, what's the issue?
I don't
here,
know.
bro?
I don't know if we're allowed to.
Like,
in
do you
this
know
simulation.
which one do I eat first?
Exactly.
The
Which one
chicken-
came
chicken or
first? No
the
one actually
egg?
knows. Okay, so who ate the first cheese and chicken and egg omelette? Who made it?
I don't know.
I don't even
but
know.
it's protein on protein.
Exactly.
And then we add some bacon and it makes it all right.
The flavor profile is great. The mixture's perfect. So we just need to make some scrambled eggs.
All
So,
right, well-
Raul, you're on
Right.
egg duty.
I'm on egg
thinking.
duty. I'm an egg aficionado. I can make it in
Nice.
every single way possible. I
Eggy,
hope you
eggy,
whisk this
eggy,
one up nicely.
can't you
yeah,
see?
it's nice and hot and
Sometimes
good.
love just hypnotize me.
But
You
I
gotta
can
get
love those flashy
eggy
ways.
But egg it's the hero of the kitchen because it's quick, it's beautiful protein. It just packs such a punch. How many would you say is a healthy amount of eggs per day for you, Guy?
So for me specifically, I have about like 5 eggs in a serving.
A day?
So when Mal and
in a-
I are making eggs, we'll have about like 7 to 8 in that serving. Eggs are a superfood. Guys, and I'm not like trying to show off, but like don't be afraid of the fat in eggs. It's good fat. It's the good LDLs. We've spoken about this on the show. Your body thrives off of this stuff. So get eggs involved in your diet if you haven't because it gives you so much good stuff. It's a superfood of note.
Right, and I love how versatile she is. I love her boiled, poached, scrambled, fried.
Those look
everything.
really good.
Don't they look
I'm telling you, this is like every single day. This is
That
what
was
I
a
do,
really
man.
good scramble, my friend.
Yeah, okay, can I pop
think
it
you
on?
can do kind of 2 lines in the middle of our little wraps.
While you're busy, could I pop
Beautiful.
the spinach in
would
here?
you zhuzh it up a little bit with some milk or some cream?
Yeah, so-
I know my
so-
family likes a kind of a wet scramble, which is not really my
Listen,
vibe.
I've become an aficionado on preparing the egg, so I can get it to a nice creamy texture without any of that. But if you wanted to go the distance, and especially if you're baking eggs for like a lot of people, and you want to get like more quantity, I actually add a lot of like milk to it, and I'll add either sacred to it, add a little bit like flavor as well. I even throw in some like chopped herbs into that, and it just does so
I just did.
much.
My favorite thing now is fried eggs differently. So like I do crispy eggs, but keep the yolk runny,
You
and then
have
you
to.
chop that up, mix it with some crispy bacon. You want a
love that.
protein and fat kick like that. Absolutely love
Listen,
it.
we have a breakfast at Cheese Place next. Ooh, sounds amazing.
Please say when.
Yeah.
and I'll
Some
be
chili
there.
flakes, and we are on our way. Of course, I know some people, we should have given a warning that we're going to mix chicken and egg together like this.
I've actually, I'm thinking about this now. I don't think I've done this much, other than in like a egg fried rice with some added chicken.
Yeah, we
That's
go.
where I've seen it to
I
be a
have
winner.
done it before.
So I'm looking forward to this.
Okay, grab yourself
ensemble
some avo there and slide those guys in.
As well. Nice. So there's only 2 here. Does that mean that Chris is not eating this morning?
Yeah,
we can
I'm
cut,
cooking
we
for
can,
you,
We can cut them in
actually.
half. We can cut them in half. Then I'm
Oh, I
going to
love
grab a little bit of
avocado.
bacon.
It's going to add such a nice
Also, I love the
creaminess.
color that's coming into this as well. So, like, if you're making this one for the
Guess
kids,
that's
they're going to have fun chowing through this.
I will say this is a packed burrito.
Oh, no, lovely. You get a really nice squishability. Is that an official
That
term?
is an official term. I've seen that in Oxford's dictionary.
Yeah, it's like the lettuce in a wrap. You always put a bit more lettuce than you think you're going to need because it squashes down and you want a nice even roll. Excuse the fingers, but we have washed up. And I think this is a great mix,
I
hey?
think the burrito is only really good when it just closes. Like if
Okay.
it closes too easily, then you
Then
don't have
it's
enough in
not-
it.
yeah.
So it's got to just close.
Well, I can't wait to see you guys actually wrap up this burrito. in
Me
a
too,
bit.
actually. Me too.
Let's see if we
I'm
can
going to
actually
get the
bite
pan
into
warm
this.
for you.
So some burritos are fat, some
Wait,
burritos
what did
are
you do
skinny.
there,
Okay.
bro? Talk to me about this
Okay,
fold
so now we're going to
technique.
fold on the side.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a work in progress. And then we're going to roll that over and then roll it up like that.
So you're
okay.
tucking the in-
Tuck in the inside so it's
tuck the
closed on
baby
both
in.
sides. And then we're going to roll it in.
Oh, that
okay.
is
Dun, dun, dun,
good.
dun,
was
dun.
masterful, bro.
And
Let
then
me
just
try
roll
that.
it around like that. And it's all right if you've got your little spiky bits on the end because you just need it to be closed. And then we're going to toast this
How do you
guy.
guys feel? Toast or no toast?
Toast for sure.
for
But you know what it
Toast.
does?
Roasty,
Excuse me
toasty.
dancing around. It just keeps it
Together.
keeps it together, keeps it shape. And you just keep watching because I'm the kind of guy with my 3-second attention
we
span.
forgot this thing.
Oh, but no, that's for
It's all right,
afterwards.
it's
It's
all
for
right.
dressing.
You
It's
know what I'm saying?
no, what you didn't see off camera, I loaded it with a beautiful mix of. That's going to be our
Is that
garnish.
spinach as well?
And then and another superfood.
This is a
Right.
protein festival, bro. Like, literally, Papa would love this. You got spinach here for the pies, obviously, in the
That's
forms.
right.
But literally, we got bacon, we got chicken. There's even protein in cheeses,
In
by the way, even
cheese,
though it is a
there
high
is.
fat reminder. And we've been having so much fun with Carissa. Whenever I see her tucking into food, I've noticed her specific food like
I've
desire
got
is high fat.
yeah.
Peanut butter, nuts,
Avocado,
cheese, avo. Like,
cheese.
she just loves coconut oil. She drinks it like it's a milkshake.
These are all good things. These are all good things. Moderation.
But moderation.
Moderation.
I was like, wait, that's just enough.
Yeah, that's. look at that.
there we go,
guys.
Wow, we're
Look
getting
at
there.
that.
And this also helps seal it, actually, right?
Completely. It just gives you something that's a bit more workable and it looks
Can hold
restaurant
it.
quality. It looks restaurant quality.
Okay, I'm going to
That's-
risk it with the
You ready?
fingers here. Yeah, we're getting there.
Guys, I'm saying this could be something for our food truck. I'm getting traction for our Expresso Food Truck
Thank you so
Festival.
much.
I'm telling you it's going to have to happen, but you guys need to put pressure on the powers that be.
Please.
If you've got a food truck, if you love food as much as we love food,
Yes.
let's get together. Come on, what would you call the Expresso food truck?
That's a good one.
Barakat.
The Barakat Bonanza. That's a great name right there. And we could serve it in old ice cream like Tupperwares. That's like
In the
recycling
bakkie.
at its finest, guys.
Look,
Sustainable.
Listen, this is an idea.
Sustainable, that's a nice one.
Exactly. Oh, we've got a selling point for sure. Oh, that's a nice crust
I
on there.
love, that's just looking amazing. Excuse me, there we
Well,
go.
you turn your...
Nothing is ever lost, guys. Nothing
How
is
about
ever
you
lost.
turn your own one?
You just look at it, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, I think we
save.
just turn this guy off there.
This is a classic meal. Would you consider any of these out of the three? Would you have a favorite? Could you choose one?
Out of these three?
Yeah, that would stand out for you.
Well, I suppose let's find out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I will
I'm going
try
to do the burrito
burrito
thing.
What's the
All right.
burrito thing?
This thing, this whole chicken and egg thing, man, is the time. It's time for me to
I've
reset.
never been this
There
excited
you go.
about protein, man.
Okay.
Zanzi,
spring
in the pudding,
onion on
let's tuck
there.
in.
And when I made these ones earlier for you guys, I really did put some onion and some spinach in there. Okay.
Oh, and thankfully so, man. It's the perfect addition to all the texture of protein that I'm getting. Wow. And the texture of protein is amazing because there's layers of it, but you gotta add the spinach and onion because it just brings that slither
of
of like
flavour.
A little
goodness.
bit of crunch. I got some bacon there. Okay.
Man.
Let me.
With the spring onion
The first
as
thing I
well?
must say is,
Yum.
you can clearly see that we have professional, very talented chefs working for the
Agreed.
show backstage because these are brilliantly made, first of all.
So good.
But it reminds me, the whole food truck vibe kind of breaks my heart a little bit because on Friday it was like a food truck explosion.
Oh, man, I
And
know.
someone wasn't
I
here to help us celebrate our
50
unbelievable
years of
birthday
Friday was
Expresso.
incredible. I saw Leanne and Jamie here as well, and I saw some of these highlights. I mean, look at this moment in the kitchen. This was special.
Do you feel fun?
Yay!
It's your birthday.
Hey, Prosperous.
Yo, bro. Oh, the whole gang. Okay, everything has to be turned into a TikTok dance because... And listen, it looks like our kitchen team can dance better than us as well. Oh, thank you so much to everyone who came through. I am a little sad that Lucian wasn't here this morning to tease him about how young he looked when we first started this journey.
Oh my
I'm convinced it was actually a different person.
It wasn't brother. It has to be. Like he definitely made a switch because he's really different.
Well,
Guys,
that's what
this is
15
awesome.
years of doing this, eating every day will do to you.
And I can see why I wasn't at the show because it was just dancing.
No, it was-
Didn't
oh,
need
no,
me
we-
for
they
that.
asked you to just take a step back. Buddy, I've got to ask you because you are one of my highlights of this show. And it actually makes me quite emotional to say that to you.
And you know, every time you mention that to me and you mention that era, it is literally probably the crescendo of my entire career so far. Coming onto the show during a time when the world was
madness.
going through the absolute most. I was meant to just be here for 2 weeks of that lockdown, and then I was in a gooi. I was like, I'm just going to give him Zanzi a chance to train while we're not allowed to, while we can't go to the gym. And then I was going to be out of here and like figure out my life. But wow, guys, what a connection I had with the people. Knowing that everybody was at home, everybody that needed us, everybody that wanted like something from it. That was probably my most favorite time. And doing that with you, dude, it was so special. It made us connect in such a way that this is a lifetime bond. We made family.
I'm crying. Stop it.
And it's been just the most special kind of chapter of my life having you guys join. But what you will have missed back in the day.
Who is that?
Is it Morpheus?
Who is that? Is it Neo?
Is it Neo? I don't know.
Wow.
It's so funny because he looks the same, but he doesn't. And so much growth and beauty and development has happened with our Lushi Gushi.
Are you just trying to find words to be nice to?
Those laser eyes can still
Have you not
burn
seen that
through
stick? I'm
lead.
not trying to be on the other end of it.
Oh my word, Lucian, what happened? What happened over the years, bro?
We happened. I have a feeling. No, you guys happened. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who shared beautiful messages on Friday. We love you so much. Keep them coming. In fact, share some with him. We'll continue going through some amazing highlights and eating, yes, after this. We'll see you now.
Another bite. Let's go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, and of course he's given us an absolute banger to start hopefully your holiday week for you. Did kind of make it feel like a weekend, so I'm going to return the favor right now and help you get to know this incredible young man and where he's going with a round of quick fire questions. I'm sorry, I'll try to make it sound scary, but it's not scary, bro. It's not scary.
It should be fun more than they're scary.
Exactly, but you got that BMT. I can feel that energy in you where I think the bigger the stage gets, the bigger you get. It's beautiful, and you can use that for yourself. Okay, so the deal here is I'm going to ask you questions. You've got to give me a quick answer. Simple as that. Okay. Describe your sound in 3 words.
Amazing, fire, and...
It burnt up in the fire. It's just so good.
Yes,
it was so
fire,
hot that it's
amazing,
there.
hot, you know.
Hot, I love it. And you feel it. You feel it. Was there even a chorus in that last? It was just one verse, Brew. The fire started and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
This is maybe a personal one. Who is your biggest musical influence?
It's a guy who unfortunately passed away in 2013. He was a Cape Town artist, go by the name of Ngilij. He was an underground music legend in our scene.
And now you get to live that and honor that. I love that, dude. What is the first thing you do when you step into studio?
When I step into studio, listen to beats and brainstorm.
Really?
Yeah, you have to brainstorm, listen to a few beats.
Is that
And
how
the
it
one-
starts for you, with the syncopation, with that?
The one who resonates with you, words just start coming out, and then you brainstorm ideas, concepts, and then straight to recording.
Just get out of your own way. Get out of the way and let it flow, bro. Let it flow. Ooh, I like this. If Cape Town had a soundtrack, and you guys can answer this at home as well, what would it be?
A soundtrack could be any.
Any?
A soundtrack for Cape Town.
It's tough, bro. It's such a melting pot,
But it should
bro.
be a summer song. And amazing with the beautiful sceneries as well.
An
But I
anthem.
can't think of one right now.
It's because you've got to write it. You've got to write it, and you've got to produce it, and you've got to put it out there for the world. This is, I suppose, being a hip-hop artist, you have an opportunity to collaborate in ways that few artists do. What is your dream collaboration? And it can be local, can be international. Who would you love to work with?
Nah, I think it already happened. I wanted to work with Bravo Leroux this year. So,
And he's special, eh?
It was a special one, so I worked with him. So shout out to Bravo Leroux.
I'm sure he'd be sending a shout out to you. You've got a very similar energy, and I think he's one of those that's also sat in the manifestation station here and dreamt big dreams, and they are coming. So I hope you're doing exactly the same thing. All of your lyrics are powerful, I know this, but there must be a line, one lyric that for you just lands. What is your most powerful lyric for you?
The song that I just performed now, there's a lyric that says, "The hottest they Kapa, they thought it was an accident." Now, I like that one, it slaps hard.
I like it. I like that a lot. And I love the fact that you get to live and breathe this every time you perform this song, because it feels like you're saying it for the first time when you perform it. And I love that, dude. It's just, there's something special happening there. If you weren't making music, what would you be doing?
Yo, I don't know. I don't want to lie. If I wasn't making music, I don't know. I'm an all-rounder. That's why I don't know. But I always wanted to play football.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you any good?
Yeah, I was good. Hey, up until I had other interests in life. So
there's always a plan B, bro. There's
Yeah,
always a
there's
plan
always
B. I was terrible at football, but I love it, man. I love it so much. Sneakers or slides? I'm guessing sneakers.
Nah, slides.
Really?
Slides. I hate sneakers, yo.
But that's very unlike the game. But okay, I like it, and you've made that categorically. He's made that statement. And maybe this is something that you live every day, and you can impart this to other young musicians coming up. The best advice you've ever been given?
Just staying true to yourself. Be authentic as you come, stay grounded, and be consistent in what you do. And never listen to anyone who's trying to say you're not good enough. Hey, what are you doing? Everyone who has doubts on you, just mind all of those people and those negative energies. Stay true to yourself and be authentic.
I love it. Authenticity.
That's the formula.
And that might be the final gateway you go through before making it into TV world, when you can truly embrace yourself as an artist, especially in hip-hop. Set against how competitive it is. I think you have nailed that. I want you to finish this sentence for me, brother. 2025 is the year what?
2025 is the year I'm just the greatest.
Oh, I like that. And he releases an EP. Please, we demand. Oh, buddy, I love you guys. Thank you for representing who you do. Thank you for giving Cape Town a bit more street cred as well. I absolutely love that. But getting to understand your influences and what drives and inspires you, I can understand where you're going, dude. The trajectory is looking good, my brother. Don't forget about us little people on the way up, please.
Nah, I won't.
We're going to get one more performance before we shut down the show, so stick around. And hopefully you got to answer some of those questions as well. If you've got an interesting answer, if you've got an interesting question to pose, hit it up on the socials. We'd love to connect you.
Absolutely love to see it, especially seeing that it's Monday and seeing that the energy is all about motivation. And we're going to recap on some of our moments of motivation right now, especially seeing that it is a Monday. And reminder, we put this video up to you this morning. It's a perfect reason to encourage you to keep moving, doing the things. And this is what it was about. It doesn't matter how you're feeling. It doesn't matter what you're going through. Still show up, still do it, and still get the job done.
That's right.
And we wanted to echo some of those sort of sentiments right now and share some of the things that really motivated us. I've got a couple posts that I'm always putting up online because I'm so touched by nature and I get so many of these lessons from nature. And this is something that I maybe wanted to share with you guys. So a moment out there, just pay a listen.
I mean, the core of man's spirit comes from new experiences.
And that was
Isn't
really the
that
question
beautiful?
I put out there, man,
Yeah.
because for me on a hike like that, starting in the morning, going out and just getting something magic from nature, it gave me that opportunity to know that one day when I sit behind the campfire, I can tell my story.
Wow.
Now imagine a situation when you are in that moment and you've got nothing to share. That means you not
haven't lived.
And that's what we're encouraging you to do. Just go out there and get any experience that you can. An experience is an experience as long as you're involved in it. Much like these moments right here that I got to spend with myself, my family, my friends as well. Just getting out there, being spontaneous and saying, come guys, let's go chase a waterfall. Why not?
It makes life so much richer.
Yeah, man, and it gives me the riches that fulfill my cup so often that I'm able to come on TV, share this energy with so many people out there. And I think this is what we all need to do. We are surrounded by beauty in our country. We have a body and a vessel that can take us to incredible places. Put those pieces of the puzzle together and you have pure magic. So the question is, what are you waiting for?
Oh, I love that, Raul. And you know what? You encourage me to constantly chase exactly that. It's filled with purpose, it's filled with passion. And I'm like, yes, what I have to do, though, is show up. And I came across this video by Lebo Lion, who is a marketer in South Africa. And she is just incredible. She was just basically talking about showing up and the reward that comes with that. So whether it is for you, you know, getting to the peak of a mountain, or whether it is for her, like creating a book from the work that she has done, or just becoming globally known, nationally known, I think there's something so beautiful about honoring a promise that you've made to yourself and then showing up for it. So that's something that I want to carry with
Hopefully,
me.
maybe we can even find that and find time to share that with Mzansi. So we'll go for a search, and if there's time, we'll share that video. But we want you to share your motivation with us. And more importantly, stay motivated. Do it no matter how hard you feel, how bad you feel, how down you are with luck. You can still show up because why? You got that thing called life inside you. And speaking of life inside you, here's the life inside of Carissa that motivated her to share this video with you.
Business and building a brand is the hardest thing that you will ever do, but it is also the greatest personal development journey you will ever go on. You constantly have to push yourself out of your comfort zone.
Well, there you have it, a nice way to say get out of your comfort zone, Mzansi. I mean, it's the school holidays, the perfect time to do exactly that and go smell some fresh air, touch some grass, and make sure that you do exactly that. We'll see you straight after this.
Welcome back. If you haven't heard it, we got some great news. You could win not once, but twice. It could be a big payday if you play your daily lotto. There is a guaranteed 450,000 Rand in the jackpot, guaranteed. And then the new daily lotto plus for a further guaranteed 150,000 Rand today, guaranteed.
Today, vandaag. Okay, this Monday, so don't get left behind. Buy your tickets now in store once they open on nationallottery.co.za. You can go on your phone, download the mobile app. There's also cell phone banking, or just dial these numbers: *120 *7529# for USSD.
Yeah, and all these details are also on our Expresso social media pages, so literally go check it out right now, and then it'll allow you to play the daily lotto for a guaranteed 450,000 Rand in jackpots, all happening today, so get involved in it. And then there's also a guaranteed 150,000 Rand jackpot today as well. So what are you waiting for? You can double your winning chances, but only if you play now. Get involved.
That's right. Okay, right now, taking to the stage. Let's send ourselves into this Monday. I mean, it's a holiday for some people, but we also want to feel it. Nkosi Yamandebele is taking to the stage to perform his next smash hit.
Yeah, the song I'm about to perform now is called Baggy Pants.
Ingosi. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls. It's just me, Ngosa Bekapa, Sesh Bandevni and Paramisanga. Few years ago when I come up in Tata, I figure niggas up big in the sun. Anyways, and again, wherever without the access, they have part of the swanga. And 10Ks and the ends are whenever deploy, same time, I'm chon in the langa. Baby, yeah, it's all shot, backwards, fang up, boom in the langa. Sing Krabeli Tanga, Zaka, and Logo like fuck. Speaking in tongues, I finally made a grind on my manja. Side throwing badges, still couple of days with hands and henny. Says it's full no sound and feel it, but hey, bro, understand it. Quick farmhouse signal, I feel it. Midnights at Bambeck City. Wait, figures and hard to get in. So it's not easy to go and phone in. Pants in the fuck, they go in. Deal with the case, they fuck them come in. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls. Tina say boxy fear, cause if they exist, Tina shows a spin. Swap my Jordans, get them at the home, shades all, don't see key. West by the motion, I call on who bang. Boy, cab is key. Send me a DM, got reply back. Yes, in Tlog, yes, in. Came out the note, no cause, no handout. Bamba confessing, who proud, no lookout. No Santana, but we had a fallout. She gave me a blessing, I gave her a shout out. So next time on Dacha, so Ben get quappa. Level of palos in Tipa Chilapa from 2019. I was plotting with part, I said, go and kill it when you chapter. Front page in goes, the hardest the capa. Ingosi. Wait, figures and hard they came in. So it's not easy, but the ends they phone in. Pants in the fuck, we go in. Deal with the case, they fuck them come in. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls. Whole gangs in those baggy pants. But the strap is taut, some since they are pants and cozy shorts. Jordans without the socks and cars with all of my bed is tents. I must take this toss. I understand about late to score, but after our tenor says Bambi calls.
Oh, we were not ready. We are not. I don't think the country is ready for this young man. Take a bow. And Corsi, we love you, kid. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey. He is going to be a superstar. He is going to be
I can't wait for that
superstar.
pinky promise to materialize. Yeah, we made it live on TV. That means we're going to get an EP soon, and y'all going to purely well, from after this, love it.
Yeah, that's right. It's 2020 Thrive. It's a Monday motivation. However you skin it, it is going to be a beautiful week ahead. And thank you so much for starting out with us right here. In fact, there are 13 Mondays left.
I know, not to terrify you. Go and embrace it. Just approach it with the right kind of mindset and spread the love. The world is crazy right now. Enjoy your holidays. Parents, hang in there. I know it's going to be a crazy couple of weeks, but we've got you. We'll see you tomorrow. Adios. Well done, brother.
Another feel-good production.